The point. Well, we messed that up. You weren't supposed to respond to me. Alright. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's DJ AlphaTyler. We got my man Jason JV with me, and we're about to check out Kelvin J's album, God Gang. If y'all can't see from the thumbnail, fancy new little ditty he came out with a little bit ago. And I've been meaning to get around to this album review. Hadn't gotten around to it yet. Y'all know I've been crazy busy, kind of off the reaction grind and everything for a little bit. And so we settled on coming in on one of these hype album reviews. And so we're gonna be checking this thing out right now. Yeah, it's a lot of hypes. It's hype, dog. Anyway.
Well, then you can't blame me for botching the intro then, because maybe I was just a little too hyped.
That's true. You could have been just a little too hype, and that's completely understandable because this is This is apparently now the hype zone because I'm now declaring it such as of this minute. But what up, everybody? Everybody watching live, everybody watching later, whatever your case may be. Alan says a lot of too hype. A lot of too hype. You can't have too much hype, dog. It can't be too hype. All right. Anyway, we ready to check it out. So I've had my copy of this thing for over a month easily. And I've been telling Kelvin I'm gonna hit an album review. I haven't listened to it yet, but we were live one day and I was looking through the track list and everything, and I noticed we came in with a lot of Nick Natoli features on it. Now, oh boy, anybody who knows the history of the channel knows my history of feelings about Nick Natoli and stuff. That is out the window for this reaction. Is the big thing that I want to say starting off. What up, Simple? Also, what up, Gabe and Alan and Jason and everybody? So, hadn't said hi to everybody, but anyway, everybody who knows the channel knows the history with Nick Natoli in here, and so that was one of my big questions. I'm like, Kelvin, man, I've rocked with you for a minute. Like, how did we get to a point? Like, how am I hearing Nick Natoli on this album? And he said, you know, we talked to Nick and you know, talked about some of the things that were going on before. There was a lot of shady stuff going on before, and he's trying to get away from all that. And so I am super excited. Shout out to Heather. I haven't seen Heather in a couple of streams, but shout out to Heather because she was pointing out, she had sent me one day a interview too where I was listening to Nick talk. Nick is kind of getting in a little bit of a grind, you know, appealing to people. So one of the big things that hit me about Nick Natoli off the bat back in the day was kind of how some of his fans, whether I believe that they were fans or not is irrelevant, how some of his fans kind of attack people in my community and other communities and Jason's community, so on and so forth. Now, one thing I want to say, and if you guys didn't watch the Chrono Cross stream on Twitch earlier, you guys didn't hear me say this, and so I'm going to lead off on this. I am not holding past issues, past thoughts, whatever the case may be, about Nick Natoli against anything on this album. Whether it's, you know, Kelvin working with Nick, whether it's, you know, how Nick pulls off a verse, whatever the case may be. I'm reacting to a song, I'm reviewing an album, and I'm going to look at the album. Number one, I'm going to look at each song individually. I'm also going to look at the album as a whole, and I'm going to see how I feel about the album as a whole. Now, more than anything, this is a Kelvin J work, and so I do want to highlight that. This is not a Nick Natoli album. This is a Kelvin J album. But I do feel like, because so many of you guys know, like, the history, if somebody pops in or if somebody's watching back, sees me reacting to another Nick Natoli track after I said I would never react to another Nick Natoli track, I feel like it needs that explanation. You know what I mean? For the single they released, it's not bad. It's got some hype. Yeah, I haven't heard the single yet. There is a last time you guys did this, the quality. What you mean, Tater? So there are actually a couple of Nick Natoli features on here, and that's the reason I came out the gate talking about Nick Natoli. But again, I'm not here to talk about Nick Natoli. I'm here to talk about the songs. I'm here to talk about the individual songs and the overall album, and to kind of look at what everybody's bringing. So, the LC4 album review. Well, the album review is up on YouTube still. The quality on that, again, my settings, when I went back and looked at them in Streamlabs on my laptop, is a little bit messed up, and so I'm excited for this one. Of course, we're back down in the basement at the station, and so shouldn't see those same issues coming up in this. But yeah. You got anything you want to say before we kick off?
Nah, I think you pretty much said everything that needs to be said in regards to Nick Natoli. Like I said, or like you said, you know, I've had my dealings with him just as you did, and that's partly how you and I even met. Fun fact. And I'm here to play fair. I'm gonna give honest, an honest review. If it's dope, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't, then it ain't. And I'm sure we're both gonna have our opinions as to how it could be improved upon.
Yep. Sorry, I'm clicking through some things. Just making
Oh no, you
sure.
good.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Had to edit something real quick. Roxy finally came to join us, which means we can officially kick this thing off.
Yes.
You got good sound is all I mean. Yeah, the sound's always better downstairs. I mean, come on. This is my main computer. This is my main battle station where I got monitors all around me and soundproofing and all the things. We have all the things downstairs.
Yes.
But without further ado, let me go ahead and kick off this background music real quick. Without further ado, we will go ahead. My best friend in real life. What up, Dan T-Bone? How you doing, dog? Hold up. My best friend in real life, hubby nickname is T-Bone. Nice. Dan
Nice.
T-Bone, my man. Also, for everybody watching on YouTube, we did actually fix the issues, apparently, even if temporarily, with the bot over on YouTube. So hopefully on ATRL this week, we will be able to actually finally do the giveaway. I'm sad about that because my lots will be packed up and will stay packed up for the next 2 weeks. Because I have wedding rehearsals this Friday and next Friday, and so we won't have the lots and all the ATRL glitz and glam and all that, but we will be able to let everybody actually cash their points in. And so if you guys are interested, well, not interested, if you guys are looking forward to coming back this Thursday for ATRL to use your points on YouTube and Twitch, to finally give this turntable away, we'll be rocking that thing.
Finally.
But without further ado, we're going to jump into God Gang by Kelvin J. And the first track we got is called Patriot. It is Kelvin J featuring Nick Natoli and DVS 7.0. So let's go ahead and jump into it. You ready?
Let's do this.
I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, wait. I got to hit play. That's kind of a thing that I do.
Yeah.
Why is it not playing? Why are you not playing?
You know?
Why are you not playing? Let me refresh the page real quick. Hold up. All right, let's go. Oh, wait. I'm still on LC4. Hold up. All right, there we go. That's why I wasn't playing. I was trying to play something from LC4, weirdly.
We got it all figured out. And it's live. It's live. We doing it live.
All right, let's go. God Gang. Patriot by Kelvin J featuring Nick Natoli and DVS 7. Let's go.
I'm a patriot, I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot, coming for the country, and we about to take your shit. You know I'm a patriot.
Hold up. So one thing I am curious about. I want to listen to this again real quick. I want to back it up because I think Kelvin in the past has said no cussing on his albums, on his songs. So I do want to hear this piece over. Not that I have an issue with it, just an interesting change of perspective if I heard what I heard right. Let me hear this.
What he say he is, cause I'm a patriot, coming for the country, and we about to take your shit. You know I'm a patriot.
I can't tell if it said what I think it said or not. What do you think? Where you at?
It sounds like he's saying ship, as in like a cruise ship.
Take your ship, like take over your ship. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That could have been
like
it.
that.
I could be hearing it wrong. I could have just heard it in the context and all that. Take a shift. Okay, consensus is we're saying take a shift. That one just caught me off guard a little bit in the context right there, just because it felt like a build up to something else. But let's go.
I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. patriot, coming for the country, and we about to take a shit. You know I'm a patriot.
You know I move from.
I will say too, I want to say on the intro, before we get too far, I have a high standard for Kelvin's music just because it's always been mixed really well. That one was a little bit scratchy on the mix. It did not feel well, just from the intro. I'm not sure if that was just due to someone else using their own engineer and then it being mixed into Kelvin's piece and everything. That does hit a little bit off. I think that was probably devious, but I don't know. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Coming for the country, and we about to take a shit.
Just because it's a little bit echoey in the wrong places for me.
You know I'm a patriot. You know I move for my city. Yeah, I put on for the states. So yeah, I do it for country because I'm a patriot. Left goes first, then the right. We pulling up, we on sight. That's how our cadence be, right? That's how I'm making it. Strapped up on spaghetti. 2 to the chest and 1 to the head. Boom, confetti celebration. Military trips, no vacation. Boots at the border, safe haven. Wanna talk to God? Then you better call Jason. No Sade, we fighting smooth operations. Do it for the home of the brave. I'm the mic to the cave, explosive. I'm the one that took you right in the grave, corrosion.
So I do like. I'm gonna say this with Kelvin. Kelvin's got a kind of buttery flow coming through here. It sounds a little bit harsh when it first starts off coming from that intro, just because I didn't like how that intro really hit. What up, Charlie? Charlie's on this album too, if you guys don't know. So we'll be checking that out here in a minute. But
Shout out to Charlie.
But on the intro right there, just the way that intro was mixed coming in with Kelvin. Kelvin, again, like I said, Kelvin always, his mix is always pretty butter.
Yeah.
And he was coming in on a pretty butter flow. And so everything sounded smooth on Kelvin's piece right there. I didn't like how it meshed with what I feel like was a pretty rough intro, opening up the track.
Yeah, I didn't like the different volume settings for like the vocals. It made it sound like his vocals were just up just a little too high.
What was it was more the double, I think, that was a little bit scratchy for me. That was what kind of hurt me a little bit. But yeah, no, I feel you. What up, Tater? Yeah. Tater made the jump over to Twitch. You made the right decision, Tater. Don't let anybody
appreciate
tell you
the Jason
otherwise.
shout out, by the way, too.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. You know, I mean, dude's shouting out. You know, he's a patriot, shouting out like the veteran piece and everything. Going back, a little hard hitting. I like the track as a tone setter for an album. Again, we got God Gang. We see the many faces of Kelvin on the album cover, and so we're coming out. You know, it's supposed to be hard hitting. Dude's coming out making, you know, the album kind of feel like a shout out to America from a patriot and everything. We're starting out with a track called Patriot. I expect you to be giving me something that's going to make me a little bit uncomfortable, or, well, making somebody a little bit uncomfortable. But, you know.
Yep.
What up, Formula One? Appreciate you stopping in. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. Yes, she done did.
Yo, shout out to everybody, whether you're watching on YouTube or on the Twitch. Shout out to everyone that's watching.
Yep. All right, let's see. Appreciate that, Tater. Them bits right there. Charlie says true. Yep. Appreciate you, bruh. All right, let's go.
Explosive. I'm the one that took you right in the grave. Corrosion. Off the flesh, I bet the demons can't save. I bet the demons get laid with tarnished souls from the plague. White Texas, yeah, we fighting for the better of days. I'm just a patriot.
Okay, so I'm noticing too, like looking through the album list, he shouted out White Texas right there. We fighting for the better of days. White Texas is actually a track later on the album. And so shout out for a tone setter track. Again, what I want to hear is you setting the pace for the album. Of course, one strong way to do that is to shout out album titles that are coming up a little bit later. Of course, this song is about being a patriot. The implication is everybody on the track is a patriot, so let's go. Okay, I'm with it so far.
I pray the world would live in his ways,
you know I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, because I'm a patriot.
Hold up. Okay, so we're at 125 right now. I want to back up. I want to hear this intro again real quick.
I don't really care care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. Coming.
There's something in here about how the reverb is hitting in the intro specifically that's hitting me wrong, because when that same exact hook comes up the second time, it's not hitting me the same way. So hold up.
Let me see. Play it again.
So this was the first time.
I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot.
And it's panned pretty far over to the right. But then if I go back to 125, where we're at right here, it hits a little bit different. I'm gonna listen to this again.
I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he.
You know, I actually don't think it's panned differently. I think the build up to it was just kind of the kicker. And that's not the first time me listening to something I like something better once I hear it built up to. Because when I skipped back to a random spot in the middle of it, I didn't notice it as much. I feel like the build up kind of changed my perspective. So shout out on that. Let's see.
Yeah, I think for the most part, it's pretty consistent so far.
Yeah.
Better of days, I'm just a patriot. I pray the world would live in his ways,
You know I'm
amen.
a patriot. I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot.
Yeah, I think the build up really changed my perspective on that piece. So I'm gonna have to take back my negativity about the intro earlier. Let's go.
Too soon, Ty. Too soon.
It's not uncommon for me, man. I go 100%. If I tell you guys I'm reacting to something fresh, I go into it 100% fresh. And so, you know, sometimes I have to eat my words, and I own that.
Yeah.
Roxy got to hydrate out the gate. Let me get some tequila to ease the mood. Let's go. Cheers to everybody. Let's get it.
I forgot to grab a drink.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah, coming for the country and we about to take your ship. You know I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot.
Why you calling me an ass modulator? Oh, well, I don't have the. Hang on, let me pull up my redemptions. There we go. I'll mark it as complete. That was my bad. That was a tater hydrate, not a Roxy one. Roxy just let me know about it. I got you. My bad, tater. Let's go.
Coming for the country and we about to take a ship. You know I'm a patriot.
DVS 7.0, I'm a patriot. No sense in saying it, cause y'all already know what this country headed for. If I don't get this lyrical, sticks and stones will break some bones like my words KO physical. Now some of y'all think being Christian must mean apolitical. Tired of such foolish statements, praying they're just fictional. Like
I like Devious here. I've listened to Devious before. I haven't listened to Devious in a long time though. I do feel what Devious is bringing in this.
I like there was a little bit of cramming in it, but it was consistent though with his wordplay. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna knock it.
Hold up. Kelvin actually just messaged me on Instagram and said, "You didn't go live yet, did you? What time zone are you in?" I said, "I'm live." So Kelvin will probably stop by in a minute for everybody that wants to shout him out, get some of that real time feedback and everything. But no, I think my biggest issue with Devious right here, I would be interested if Kelvin jumps in a minute. If not, like I'll probably hit him up about it and ask just for my own knowledge. I feel like Devious and Nick probably mix their pieces separately. Because I feel like Devious is a little bit higher on the levels.
Yes, I agree. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, Devious came in a little bit hot for me compared to the rest of the track, just because everybody was sitting kind of consistent, and then Devious come in kind of punching.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking now that I've listened through, looking at the amount of time left in the track, there's only right around 30 seconds. I think Nick is probably doing the hook on this. So some of my issues with the layering and everything, how it hit me at first, gotta come back to Nick. And if everybody mixed their own piece and then sent it in, that would probably explain some of the engineering aspect issues that I kind of had with the song. But overall, the song flows really well. What up, Kelvin? Speak of the devil. Not that you're the devil,
up,
but you know. Hey, dang, what I missed now. We just now starting off on Patriot, dog. I ended up starting a little bit late, and then once we got going, it took me a minute to get everything set to run. So you right on time, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's.
We don't see the times we're in and how it's also biblical. Giving up to the base mind, that's why Biden is so pitiful.
I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot.
I like Devious a lot on this though, for real.
I do too.
Like
nasty.
Like that flow was pretty nasty, and then I mean he's coming pretty legit. Like come on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see the times we're in and how it's also biblical. Giving up to the base mind, that's why Biden is so pitiful.
I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot, coming for the country, and we about to take your shit. You know I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. You know I don't really care what he say he is, cause I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot, coming for the country, and we about to take your shit. You know I'm a patriot.
Okay. So that was Patriot. That was the opening track. Now, for a tone setter, I'm expecting a hard-hitting album that is about to hit me with some controversy, some political slaps,
Yes.
That is the tone that we've set with the opening track. Now, I like the opening track. That said, I like the flow. I like what we're talking about. I like how everybody kind of approached their piece of it. Like I said, that kind of going into it, the hook, the doubles were a little too echoey in places for me. And with Devious kind of coming in, Devious was just straight kind of punching, sounded a little bit more raw and a little more kind of taking me back to like acid rap days. And I know, so Kelvin's watching. Kelvin knows what I'm talking about. Kelvin grew up in Detroit, so he gonna know all about like the acid rap scene that I'm kind of throwing back to in the 90s. Like Devious hits me a lot more on that acid piece, which isn't bad when you take it with itself. But
Right.
when I listen to it kind of mixed into everything and kind of pushed together, it's a stark contrast that kind of pushes me off. And that's the thing. That's the only way that I feel like this track doesn't work is if you listen to all the individual pieces, they weren't flush 100% for me. And so had they been a little bit more flush, I would have been a little bit more warm to it. But on the song overall, because I like all the individual styles, I like the song. And it works. But if you don't like... I like a wide variety of rap. I like a wide variety of music. And so if you don't like all the wide varieties that kind of played into this one, something is going to hit you off guard. Even if you do like them, something's going to catch you off guard. And so it's going to feel a little bit different to you.
Yeah, there's definitely some inconsistencies, some little minor kinks that can definitely be worked out to really give this song that added that added oomph to it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if it's about the oomph because I mean the song punches.
It does, but I think what I was trying to get at is the inconsistencies is more in the mix. You know what I mean? I think if you have one person mixing everybody's parts rather than doing individual mixes, which is how the sound quality comes off.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not the case. You know what I mean? But if there was more consistency within the mix, it would flow a lot better. And then, like I said, it would add some really some added oomph, some extra punch to it.
My assumption as an engineer is that everybody mixed their own piece, sent it in, and then there was a final mix applied to the song overall. And Kelvin can tell me if I'm wrong, but that kind of stabs me listening to differences between the different vocal tracks on this. It to me, this was not a song that could have been recorded at this, by people who were together. Using the same microphone or even using microphones of similar quality. And so when it all came together, and I can understand why there is that disparity between the three pieces, because it's going to feel a little bit off when you have different microphones, when you have different vocal mixes coming in, and everything like that feeding into an overall mix. So
yeah,
I get it. Like
three different songs in one song.
No, I wouldn't say it's that crazy, but it's it's something that stands out. Everybody recorded themselves on different mics, then mix and master by the same engineer. Okay, cool. So it's the mic.
Okay,
it's the mic quality that's kind of feeding through to the final that I'm hearing. And again, that's what I was about to say. That is me nitpicking as somebody who engineers. The song itself sounds fantastic. The song itself, really stands. And I think it's a good tone setter for the album. But
yeah,
that's my ultra deep nitpick as somebody who works with different levels of audio. So
fair enough.
All right. Then after the Patriot, after Patriot, we have God Gang, which is the album top. Roxy says, but is it shift or ship? What was the line in the hook there? If it's trash, don't be afraid to say so. No, if it was trash, I would absolutely tell you. I thought it was trash.
Yeah.
I don't think it was trash. The only thing I did not like how the hook sounded on the intro. The intro piece was the only part where I said it didn't sound good to me. But then once we came back to the hook after a little bit of build up to it, I liked it. I would have cut out. I don't even know if I would have done the intro that way. I would have probably done something a little bit different from the intro, just because it was such a sharp contrast from the initial on that hook into that first verse. It didn't feel as smooth. Charlie said, man said it isn't trash, just Nick. Nah, I did not. Okay, I legitimately said I would not come into this song being mean to Nick. And I'm not attacking that piece because it was Nick.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, that piece was off. It was ship. What up, Devious? How you doing? We got everybody here.
Oh, I was right. It was ship?
Yeah, it was ship.
Got it.
I know you're messing, Charlie, but there's too many people ready to be mad at me if that's true.
Yeah. Bruh.
Let's see. Let's see. Man said it isn't trash, just Nick. I agree. Okay, cool. All right. So those are our thoughts on the Patriot. Or I keep calling it the Patriot. It's just Patriot. Okay. Those are our thoughts on Patriot. Now we got God Gang. So this is the album title track, 3.5 minutes long. I think that's actually the longest song. Nah, Get Out is longer later, and so is Kenosha Kid. So not the longest track on the album coming up next, but it is the title track, and so I'm going to be looking for depth. So with an opening track, I'm looking for a punch. I'm looking for something to set the tone. I'm looking for something to give me a reason to care about the album. With the second one being the album title, I'm looking for something that's going to really give me a continuance of the same feeling. And it's just Kelvin, so let's go.
Let's do it.
Well, I like this beat. I like the flow from that beat to this one, but let's go. Okay.
I do it for God, had to give up on the cake, figure out what it's gonna take, miracle made, read a few
You gave up on the cake, dog. Shout out.
Man, that beat drop was nasty, though.
Beat drop is nasty. I mean, we coming out, though. We coming on some bars. Let's go. Hold up. What up, Jay? You over on Twitch because YouTube wants to be funny? I feel you. It don't matter where you watching. Appreciate you hanging out.
Yep.
All the cool kids are on Twitch anyway.
Yes, sir.
Had to give up on the cake, figure out what it's gonna take, miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day, I needed help me, she obey. Fruits we gon' bake, never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm raising them weight. Rip to the sheep.
I like that. Okay, so I want to go with never sparing the rod. We're going through, the missionary line and everything, raising the weight, but we're going from not sparing the rod to raising the weight, raising the weight, lifting the game up, adding pounds onto everything, but I'm also raising, because if you're talking about raising your kids, like if you're raising them right, you ain't sparing the rod. I like the whole scheme right here around this piece. Like already this track's a win for me. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
We gon' bake, never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm
raising them wake. Oh, my bad. Either way, you still raising weights. So I mean, I stand by what I said, but yeah, okay, raising them weight. So we're raising them to understand what's going on in the world today. We got some hydrates coming. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this thing open.
Go for it.
Got you, Jay. All right. Wait. Did Roxy get a second one? Nah, there wasn't a second one. Let's see. Devious says, my very first concern on joining this track was the different mics and mixes. Love the track, but I'm a freak about mix downs and audio quality. Not that I always make that happen to my liking. Me. Hey, I feel you, Devious. And like I said, if I was not professionally an engineer, it probably would not be a stickling point for me. But like everybody hit their piece well. I really enjoyed what everybody brought into the song. But you know, going through that stuff, I understand there's a challenge when you're actually mixing that stuff too. So I'm not like knocking. I understand how collabs happen. If you don't do collabs in the same place at the same time, all that, like you can end up hitting that difference. And so it's just one of those sticklers. When I'm talking about how a song can be the best that it can be, I'm gonna point that out if I hear an inconsistency. And for me, there was an inconsistency there. So it's no hate to the track. I think everybody brought their piece and brought it well. It just, you know, that's it. I'm lying if I'm not giving my real opinion. You know what I'm saying? I like this beat too, Roxy. Let's go.
Yes.
Raising them weight, rip the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need it, help me, she obey. Fruits we gon' bake. Never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad. I'm raising them weight. Rip the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Red pill is the real. Chew on the blue, got you faking the thrill. Sex before marriage, stop hunting to kill. Stacking my chicken.
Hold on, let me listen to that, because we talking about red pill is for real. We kind of mixing in though. We talking about true on the blue. I'm wondering if that wasn't a double for a blue pill with a cop bar. Okay, let me hear that.
On the blue, got you faking the thrill.
Hold up, didn't back up far enough. Spotify always throws me off.
I do it for God. Red pill is the real. Chew on the blue, got you faking the thrill. Sex before marriage, stop hunting to kill. Stacking my chicken.
Okay, so it wasn't a double with cops. It was true on the blue, got you hunting the thrill. Talking about sex before marriage, we're going to sin and everything. Saying if you true on the blue, you taking the blue pill instead of the red pill. You hunting the thrill. You know, I get that. Falling into immorality and all that. Again, really, and as a title track, like I'm with it because it's. I know that these are things that Kelvin firmly believes in, and so he's really putting his heart into the album on the title track. I'm with that.
Right.
Let's go.
Got turkey to feel, swinging like Jesus, I'm holy to feel. Moving around like I walk on the hill. See, I'm on the mountain, no Jack and no Jill. Step in the bank like a shark in a tank.
Saying Jack and Jill couldn't even come up the hill to get a pail of water? Why you kicking them off, dog? Just playing.
Well, man, we know they both clumsy as hell, man. Quit playing.
No Jill, step in the bank like a shark in a tank. Building my credit, you talking to Frank. Counting my blues, yeah, they funky, they stank. Calling the deal, say let's go hit the bank. Giving you orders, I'm pulling my rank. Just follow my lead, I'm giving you flanks. I do it for God, his mission is safe. We chopping them demons, a Michigan case. Do it for God, had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take, miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day, I need it, help me, she obey. Fruits we gon' bake, never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog, I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God, had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take, miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day, I need it, help me, she obey. Fruits we gon' bake, never go sparing my rod. Discipline.
They're on a hill, I'm on the mountain.
hold up. I don't know if it's just my headphones. If you're not hearing what I'm hearing, but there is some volume inconsistency with the vocals.
Let me listen it back. Where are you hearing it at?
It was like right after that first stretch, you know what I mean? And then
I'm pulling my rank, just follow my lead. I'm giving you flanks, I do it for God. His mission is safe. We chopping them demons, a Michigan case. Do it for God, had to give up on the cape. Figure out what it's gonna take. Right Miracle made.
Okay, right here. Hold up.
I do it for God. His mission is safe. We chopping them demons, a Michigan case. Do it for God, had to give up on the cape. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need her, help me, she obey.
Are you talking about when he kind of goes to like the lower tone and everything?
It like the volume picks up when he goes when he repeats that working for God part. You know what I mean? Where it kicks in, like the volume, it kicked up a little bit right there.
I feel like some of that was for emphasis. I mean, I feel like he was kind of controlling his tone and everything. I would be interested. I know in the past, like Kelvin's kind of talked about where he records and how he mixes and everything, and so I would be interested in where you recorded this, just to kind of know the studio setup while I'm listening to it. So like things like that might make a little bit more sense, but I do feel like that was for a little bit more emphasis. I feel like it was kind of him moving to and from the mic to kind of give it a little bit more. But then,
as it goes from there, though, it kind of, like I said, it drops up and down again. Watch, you'll hear it coming up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's not uncommon in a song. Now it's something an engineer can spend a little bit more time with. But when we go from like sitting right here where I am right now, and if I'm going to a deeper tone and I'm giving you a little bit more emotion, I'll probably move a little bit closer, and then when I pick it up and I move on back, like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not hearing anything beyond that personally.
Like I said, it could just be me, it could be just my headphones, but that's what I'm picking up.
Recording my room on a USB mic in GarageBand, mixed and mastered at GDA Productions. Yeah. So what I'm going to say is then a lot of that is probably what I was talking about, moving back and forth, with the USB mic. The USB mic's not going to get, consistent, perfect audio quality anyway. So a lot of those things will hit and all that. And if you're sending the wave as a export from GarageBand, like it won't be perfect, but that's not something that I would really stick on, because I mean, again, that's not something that really stopped me. Like, okay, if I was engineering it, if I was a studio tech, if I was running the session, I would pause it, I would go back, I would level those out separately, just to kind of bring them up. But we're talking about something, if I'm not fixing on the spot, it's going to take me a minute to go back and catch all of. And I would still go back, me personally, if I'm working this track, I would still go back and cut those out and level them up a little bit for a little bit less inconsistency. But I think I've done that to you. But it's menial.
Okay.
In this situation, it's menial. Like it again, it still kind of gets the emotion that he's trying to put across.
Counting my blue shit, they funky, they stank. Calling the deal, say let's go hit the bank. Giving you orders, I'm pulling my rank. Just follow my lead, I'm giving you flanks. I do it for God, his mission is safe. We chopping them demons, a Michigan case. Do it for God, had to give up on the cape. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need her, help me, she obey. Since we gon' bake. Never gon' spare my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm raising them weight. Red pill sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cape. Figure figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need it, help me, she obey. Pussy gon' bait. Never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed up the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need it, help me, she obey. Pussy gon' bait. Never go sparing my rod. Disciplinary on quad, I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed up the smog. I do it for God. Ooh, the devil is real. All in your thoughts got you making a deal. Selling your soul for material feels. Slacking on Jesus got you in your field. Working for God, I'm up under his wheel. Repping 2 ways so you know my piece steel. Muzzle so high like I'm out on the grill. Serving them rounds, I got demons to kill. Weight on my back like I'm moving a brick. God in my soul so you know I feel rich. Broke is a joke but American thick. No matter how low, never selling my six. I know some people who just do it for fame. I know some people who be burning his flame. Body of Christ, the motherfucker lame. My picture's so tight you can't fit in my frame.
So I like a lot about that. I like the rep in the 2A into the conceal into the rounds and everything. I like the whole scheme again coming out of that.
Yeah.
One thing I'm gonna say consistently through this album so far, we're only 2 songs in. I'm not hearing a lot of the high energy Kelvin that I heard at times in past songs in Dreamland. And so I'm not sure if that's intentional. I'm not sure if we're just setting a lower tone right now for a strong build up later. I'll be interested in seeing how the album goes after this point. One thing that's hitting me about the verses in this is that there's not really like a lot of flexing on, showing different flows or all that.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of found where you wanted to be with your cadence in this one, and you're staying, da 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 like and that's not bad. I mean, we're still in the first 2 tracks, so we're still setting a pace. But if anything, my issue, because lyrically this song is solid. My issue with this song is that I feel like as a standalone track, somebody who's not fully familiar with Kelvin is going to lose interest in it.
Probably. I mean, yeah, I wish there was a little bit more flow switches in this one, but I mean, I understand. It's more about the message that he's sending with the song.
Yeah.
But if there's like a little bit of variety in the pacing, then it would be. This is just me. I'm gonna be alone on this one. But I feel like there would be just a little bit more excitement with this track. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for someone like me, if I'm listening to a song and it's just the same consistent flow all throughout, I mean, I lose interest. I tend to get bored with songs like that. That's just a personal preference thing for me.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it just I want to hear a little bit of a flow switch here, because I know Kelvin can go past this, and he still might. I mean, there's still a minute left in the track, so he still might. I want to hear some variety in this track. The flow, especially when you take in, he's kind of lower toned and everything in this. The flow is.
I think the way he's what's the proper term? Emoting through his lyrics on this song. I think that's fine because it goes with the tone of the beat and everything. It's just really my only real nitpick with it is just I just like you. I would love to hear more switches in the flow.
Yeah. I just want to hear a switch. I don't need a ton.
Moving slow, no molasses. Boy, you better not miss Bible classes. Yeah, I got that LASIK, no more glasses. Got the vision of.
Oh, hold up. I think I got a flow switch. Hold up. See this, all right. I spoke too soon. That's why I give
we both did.
That's why I give a final word after each song. So okay, come on.
Slow, no molasses. Boy, you better not miss Bible classes. Yeah, I got that LASIK, no more glasses. Got the vision of God taking chances. Walking this path alone. Jesus, my brother, you know my kin strong. Die for our sins so that we can go home. Live with my father way up on the throne. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need to help me, she obey. Fruits gon' bake. Never gon' spare my rod. Disciplinary on quad. I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need to help me, she obey. Fruits gon' bake. Never gon' spare my rod. Disciplinary on quad. I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle made. Read a few scripts by the day. I need to help me, she obey. Fruits gon' bake. Never gon' spare my rod. Disciplinary on quad. I'm raising them weight. Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God.
All right, so final thought, first thing on the God Gang song. In more complex parts of the beat, this is not a problem. But in some of the parts where you were giving me kind of the da 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 da, like when you were giving me, you know, some presence. It was. Okay, so I've talked about this before, and I felt like still the vocals were sitting on top of the beat to a certain extent. In those, and it didn't feel like it to the point that I felt like you did the whole track in one take, although it was a similar problem that you would have if you had done the whole track in one take. And so, you know, with that, sometimes what you end up with is you sit here and the beat is still here. The beat's like, you know, fanning around the edge. It's like when you're grilling a steak, right? Like the flame kind of comes up and it licks the edges, but it doesn't wrap around. And what I would rather see is like the smoke wrapping around. And so we're not looking at, and it's not through the whole song. It's only in parts. Right. I especially noticed it at the end when you kind of picked up, you know, the presence a little bit.
Yeah.
On that piece.
Yeah, it was a little bit up and down at some points, but
no, I'm not.
Majority of it was consistent.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the up and down. I'm talking about specifically with the presence pieces. I'm saying like the vocal was sitting right here and the beat was kind of sitting like here. And so what I want to hear is the vocals like in the middle of the beat. I want to hear the beat coming out left and right. Obviously, you hit that with your pans. I want to hear the beat coming up and down. You hit that with your EQs, your effects, and your levels. And so there were places where I felt like the beat was still underneath trying to lick around the vocals, whereas the vocals were kind of overpowering. I'll tell you, like, the exact point where that kind of solidified in my head was probably here.
Figure out what it's gonna take. Me a rod, disciplinary on quad. I'm raising them weight.
What up, Cat?
Red pill the sheep in the fog. I'm trying to get missed out the smog. I do it for God. Had to give up on the cake. Figure out what it's gonna take. Miracle man.
Hold up, no. Hold up.
Fruits gon' bake. Never gon' spare my rod. Disciplinary, you know my kin strong. Die for our sins so that we can go home.
These are the places where I was kind of feeling it. I wasn't hearing the mid-tones as much. I agree with that about the vocals overpowering on this track. Yeah. And so maybe it's kind of through those up pieces on the verse where I'm hearing it a little too much, and then it hits me as wrong, because honestly on the mix I almost feel like this song was mixed to the hook. Like all the vocals were kind of mixed to the hook.
Slow, no molasses, boy, you better not miss.
See, because right here, like your voice is cutting through a little bit, almost to the point where I could turn my volume down and I'm still gonna hear your voice, and I'm not gonna hear much of the beat. And even still, you know, rule of thumb for mixing, when I turn down to my lowest level, I still want to be able to hear at least the hi-hats, the bass, and the snare, you know?
My pictures so tight you can't fit in my frame.
Hear some highs,
Boy, you better not miss Bible classes. Yeah, I got that LASIK
but I
no
can
glasses.
definitely
Got
hear
the
your
vision
voice,
of God taking
especially
chances.
when I talk.
Walking this
I can hear
path
your
alone.
voice,
Jesus, my brother, you know
but
my
I can't hear much instrumental.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of that's what's rubbing me wrong.
Yeah.
But that's all the harping I have. I'm sorry. I'm again, like, it's a solid track. I like the track. I like the writing. I like the flow of it, and I like where it fits in the album. I just don't like certain things about the mix. And I know you said, I gotta look at their name again real quick. Mixed and mastered at GDA Productions. So I don't know GDA, and so I'm not trying to attack them. Don't take it that way. I'm just saying, like, I don't like certain aspects of the mix. But other people might, and so it's not, you know, I'm not trying to tell you 100% to do it the way that I would do it either. Everybody has a taste and style. We know that.
Yep.
All right.
Facts.
So we got Chad H. Vivas. We on track 3. Track 3 is only 25 seconds, so I'm guessing it's kind of a, I'm guessing it's a little interlude skit, maybe something like that. Let's go.
Kelvin, bro, I really appreciate what you're doing, man.
Why did that sound like Geminator?
I think you got Bubba J on the brain.
Bubba J just busting in. Kelvin, man, I like what you're trying to do. Bubba J, get that Satan out of here.
Kelvin, bro, I really appreciate what you're doing, man. You're giving a voice to the people, to the silent.
Has this man been eating edibles? Because if he has,
Probably.
that's Bubba J.
Yeah, probably.
You got lied to. All right, let's go. I'm just playing.
Majority to the country, counteracting all the brainwashing and demonic energy being put up by Hollywood, by putting out righteous music and setting a healthy example for the youth. I felt moved to make this album cover for you, man, because what you're doing is really important.
Oh, I like this. This is actually like a voice clip, maybe a message that somebody sent Kelvin, like telling him why they made the album art. And if that's actually a story on how the album art came to be that way, that's dope. Like, shout out to Chad.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Bro, just keep going. Don't ever stop. God Gang, Cat Gang, same thing.
Up. Hold up. So we're getting into Canada. We actually have a music video for this one that I haven't seen. So if you'll look at my tabs, I've already went ahead and pulled up the music video for this thing. Yeah, you oil painted the cover. That's dope. That is dope. Shout out to him. I'm sorry I made a joke out of the beginning of it. It was more at Geminator's expense than his, though. All right, Nick. I'm gonna be fair, and so I'm not gonna be negative. Again, I made it through one track with Nick, and wasn't negative. Now I'll say the reason for the negativity conversation is because I did say I would never react to another Nick Natoli track until I talked to him. But I'm making the exception.
Remember, it's Kelvin's project.
It's Kelvin's album. It's Kelvin's song. I'm not mad at Nick. I mean, Kelvin threw all that stuff out there. I was paying attention when he was talking that one night, and so, 100% I respect if Nick is, looking somewhere else, but leave that BS at the door. First chance again. Yep. I feel you, Simple. It's first chance again. This is my first time hearing Nick Natoli. Let's go.
Let's do it.
It looks like America's not the only one sick of this bullshit. Yeah.
Is it edited on Spotify too? I'm curious. I'm gonna hit play.
I'm curious about that too now.
I'm gonna hit play on Spotify just to find out.
Go for it.
Let me see. Because I and it's more just me wondering about the brand, Phil.
It looks like America's not the only one sick of this bullshit.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So
right.
that's still keeping consistent with what I know Kelvin kind of feels about his music. So okay, let's go.
Yeah, true though.
Yeah, well, I know your whole album is clean. That's why I had to double check. I feel you. Song is called Canada, though. Shout out to Bubba J again, our resident Canadian.
Yep. Our brother Canucka.
I say thank you, Canada. Here to take the country, then we coming for the planet. Yeah, this seems like something the government been really planning. Yeah, we ain't taking.
This is what. Okay, I've never heard Nick Natoli before. I like how Nick Natoli sounds. 100%. I've always enjoyed Nick Natoli's sound. If I had ever heard him before.
Yeah, so far so good.
Kelvin is in the chat, Roxy. He's on YouTube. What the end of the line in the first song? Could we get clarification? Oh, it was Ship. He said it was Ship.
Yeah. I guessed it right.
Yep. All right, let's back up. I do like Nick Natoli's sound, though. I ain't even going to play. That's why it hurts so bad.
You got a nice sound. I'll agree. You got a nice sound.
That's why he cut me so deep.
Canada. Here to take the country, then we coming for the planet. Yeah, this seems like something the government been really planning. Yeah, we ain't taking vaccines, we don't really want to mandate. Yeah, I say thank you, Canada. I say thank you, Canada.
I like this. I'm guessing because I know the video dropped as a single from the album. Let me see, April 26th, and so I'm trying to remember. Was that when the freedom truckers, like the freedom rallies, were going on and stuff?
I believe so. I think they're still going on, aren't they?
I'm sure. I mean, I know that they're still driving.
Yeah.
But I think that's when it was really in the headlines, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was right around that time.
Yeah.
For all you done, parking all your trucks and blocking roads, I think we won. Moving through God's country, yeah, we whipping Tonka trucks. Keep pushing on that gas, going up like what the pump. What walk it for the Lord.
Yo, man, them gas prices, though. Let's talk about in the last 2 months since this video dropped. How much crazier them gas prices have gotten. Let's go.
You know what our average gas prices are over here? They're like between $6 to $7 a gallon.
Yeah, y'all crazy. Ours is like $4.28, and everybody's losing their mind.
Bruh, y'all lucky.
Still sucks. A year ago, 2 years ago, it was under 95 cents. So,
dude, for us though, that's affordable.
Yeah.
Keep pushing on that gas, going up like what the pump. What walk it for the Lord, Jesus Christ, he be my lean. Got me slowed up, mental state, I be the fiend. Flipping through chapters so my mind stay on the scene.
Yo, this song's a bop, though. I ain't even gonna play. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, this song's boppy.
Hell yeah. I'm feeling this one. I'm loving this one so far.
Yep.
Thank you, Canada, cause you're not focused on the green. I mean, drifting through the land, sipping from the grill, spilling holy blood.
Now let's be fair. Canada is still a little bit after that green. Like, Canada as a country, especially Trudeau, like they ain't all innocent. I mean, they got some freedom fighters that some Americans need to be taking notes from. Let's be real.
Right. No, 100%.
Focused on the green, I mean, drifting through the land, sipping from the grill, spilling holy blood, leave no room for jail. But you voted for the dummy with no sales, thriller walking, yeah, he does it very well. You running off time again, you're running your mind again. We wanna just make amends. Begin.
I say thank you, Canada. Here to take the country, then we coming for the planet. Yeah, this seems like something the government been really planning. Yeah, we ain't taking vaccines, we don't really wanna mandate. Yeah, I say thank you, Canada. I say thank you, Canada.
But USA the greatest land that's planted on this planet, yeah. Pay my people out here working hard to feed their family, yeah. Do you want 100 patriots out doing damage? Fighting for freedom, that's a habit. Don't punch in on tracks, I stab it. I look black.
Oh, hold off, though. My man Ron J. Spot came with a sneaky bar right there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard that? I don't punch in on tracks, I stab it. Yeah, like that's some studio talk right there, though. My man coming in, he's saying I ain't punching. I ain't just going back and fixing one word at a time. He's saying I'm going like, he's saying I'm coming in on the last half of the verse right there. Come on though, I like that. I like that.
That was slick.
I like sneaky bars like that. Come on though.
100 patriots out doing damage. Fighting for freedom, that's a habit. Don't punch in on tracks, I stab it. I look black, but I'm Hispanic. All my haters, can you vanish? USA don't understand it. You out here kneeling, but we standing. That flag waving so high, them Democrats, they wanna crash it. This for my truckers out here on the road creating traffic.
I don't think I've heard Ron before, so this is a nice little intro to him.
Yo, real quick, I want to say shout out for rhyming stab it with Hispanic. I appreciate that.
You're racist.
Really make no time for overseas trips. Everything that I ever wanted in life was on that e-board strip. Ask me what I rap, I tell you GOP to death. You tell me that you liberal, I tell you just say less.
I say thank you, Canada. Here to take the country.
I like how you ended there too. Tell me that you liberal, I tell you to say less. like. We don't need to hear anything else. You can walk away. I like that guy. This is my favorite song from this album so far. I ain't even play it. Like everything hitting the right spot for me on this one.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is definitely like one of the best songs I'm hearing so far, like all around.
Yeah, we only 4 tracks in, but so far this is my pick. Like,
yeah,
this is the bar now for me.
Yep, I'm with it.
Because everybody hit their piece. Like I don't have complaints about Nick. I don't have complaints about Ron. I don't have complaints about Kelvin. Like 100% we on this one.
And shout out to Ron for that FJB hat. Let's go, Brandon.
Nope. So is it still too soon to ask when we'll get the Nick Natoli interview? I DM'd him like a year and a half ago. Whenever he stops ghosting me, he read it. So
yeah.
I tell you just say less.
I say thank you, Canada.
Hydrate suckers, you too simple. All right, it's been a hot day. I'll get a tequila sip in here. Let's go.
You know what? Let me go grab a couple of brewskis.
We can catch it. All right. Yeah. Well, it's just my show now. How you guys doing? I can hit Nick for you. I just want to sit down and have a conversation with him. I mean, I would never ask that. Because he responded to me before. I'd hit him on Instagram, and he replied to me at the time. So I'll tell you while Jason's away. There's a video on my channel titled "Why I Will Never React to Nick Natoli Again." It kind of goes through some of the stuff that like his fans were attacking, like members of my community, members of Jason's community, members of Tom McDonald's community. Up Church's community, and it was overwhelming. It was all across YouTube. There ended up being something like, 15, 20 creators and stuff who made videos kind of talking about that. And so it was a toxic thing. It's been close to 3 years. I mean, I'm not upset about it. But I did reach out to Nick a while back, and I was like, hey, man, I'd love to have you on for an interview just to kind of talk about it, clear the air, all that. I think it'd be really good. I think a lot of people would like to see it. But, yeah, I mean, if he's down to do it, I mean, you don't have to. I don't ever want to, like, make you feel like you have to hit him up for me or, like, pressure you to or anything like that. But if you ever want to mention it to him, by all means, mention it to him. I'll probably reach out to him again at some point too. It just kind of, initially, I want to say like initially he had hit me back with, yeah, I would do it. And, came back to me at some point after that. And then I was trying to get like a date and time and we just kind of fell apart from there. And so I got salty. I'll admit I got a little bit salty because, it fell apart after that, but nah, like, one of the things, and I appreciate Kelvin too, for anybody who missed my interview with Kelvin when he was on the channel, one of the things that Kelvin really centered on one of the things that I took away from that interview was really kind of letting grudges go. And, so I mean, you know, I'm not still upset at him over it. I know I joke and kind of make light about some of the stuff, but I'm really not. I think we need it. We like to squash stuff and build new bridges in this community. Absolutely simple. Yeah. I mean, and 100% if Nick's willing to come on the channel at any point, I will have him on the channel at any point, and we will lock down a date. And 100%. I mean, y'all know how we do the interviews. I don't let people disrespect my guests on the interviews, regardless of what your views are. And so it wouldn't be a thing where I'm just trying to bait him in and attack him or anything like that.
Right.
But I'm saying all this well after Kelvin has already said that he already sent the text. So I do appreciate you, brother. And we'll see where that goes. But you're absolutely right. Forgiveness is the key. And I do appreciate how close to the chest that you actually hold that.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of the Bravo thing in a way. It was still the finest moment. I agree. My Bravo Gator interview is the one that I'm the most proud of.
Yep. I love that interview. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Sierra sent me a text. I was reading that.
Okay.
But
no,
yeah.
I mean, Bravo, for what it's worth, I mean, that dude has earned my respect after he did that interview with you. Like, real talk.
Yeah. No, 100%. Me and that was the thing. You know, if you go back and watch the Bravo interview, one of the things that I really appreciate, he opened the gate. Because, I mean, there were plenty of people ready to see me and him yell at each other, you know?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There were plenty of people from my community. I know that plenty of people from his community and other communities came expecting it to be some negativity. And we came out the gate, he caught me off guard because he opened it and said, you know what, this is what happens when two grown men have a grown man conversation and sit down and squash things. I'm like, you know what, that's beautiful. Like it really is. Devious, I'm absolutely down to check out your album. You just gotta hit me up, bro. Instagram at DJ @DJ_AlphaTyler. But I mean, I'm down to check out the album 100%, man. Just hit me up sometime and we'll work out a time. Roxy is trying to take advantage of me tonight. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even Roxy. Who was that? Let's see. Oh, that was Roxy. Okay. Well,
it wasn't just Roxy. I think it's Tater too. Pretty sure Tater had a role in that.
Tater and Simple and everybody's had a part in it at this point. But no.
And I don't want you to be alone, so I got my brewskis.
Hit me up anytime, Devious, and we will definitely work something out. Because we'll work out a day and time, whatever. I will tell you, the next couple of weekends I am completely booked. So I won't be on YouTube at all. But whenever you want to hit me up or set something up, we will. All right, just now you did. I got you, bro.
Ye shall receive.
Yep, we will work it out though. I've definitely heard your music several times. I mean, I've rocked with your music for a while, so not gonna shut it down whatsoever. So just let me know when. I'd love to have you on for an interview sometime too. Let's see.
Yeah, you need to do more around the musics.
I know, we got to get back to that. Well, okay, I'm not gonna blame Burden. I'll wait to trash talk Burden a different day.
Shout out to Burden, by the way.
Let's get back to the song now.
Yes, let's do this.
Oh wait, no, Roxy got to hydrate. All right, Tickla. DVS album is fancy. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I just took my sip for that hydrate, so you gotta catch up now.
There you go, Roxy. Let's get it.
Here to take the country, then we coming for the planet, yeah. This seems like something the government been really planning, yeah. We ain't taking vaccines, we don't really want a mandate, yeah. I say thank you, Canada. I say thank you, Canada. Here to take the country, then we coming for the planet, yeah. This seems like something the government you Canada.
So again, I mean, as my first time ever hearing Mr. Nick Natoli, I was pretty impressed. Ron J. Spock, though. Ron J. Spock, everybody killed that track. Ron J. Spock, I'd never heard him before in all actuality, and I was super impressed with kind of him keeping up with everybody. I was really impressed with some of his bars, how he kind of fit that flow. Y'all know I love.
You just like him because of that one stab bar. Don't be lying now.
Well, yeah, but y'all know I love Kelvin. I mean, y'all know Nick is talented. Like anything anybody can say about him aside, like Nick is talented. And so, Ron was my eye opener there. But that track, easily my favorite on the album so far. Gets a heart.
That's
from
easily
me on
like the
Spotify.
best track that we heard so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Devious sent me that album. We gonna work out a interview and an album review, so 100% look for it, y'all. What we got coming up here? We got Agape coming up after Canada, though. So we talking about some love right here. We talking about that Agape love, I'm guessing. All right.
Is it Agape or Agape?
I think it's Agape. I might be wrong. It might be Agape. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time. I talk a lot before I think. So let's check it out either way.
Yeah.
You don't love me no more. I know you
Sounding like I was right. Just say.
Okay.
never did. And I didn't love you either. We both had demons to defend.
Have I heard this song?
I know I haven't.
Roxy says guitar got your attention. Yeah, out the gate. I mean, this change of pace for the album right here. Interesting choice. Definitely gets your attention. Definitely pulls you in. But I think this is a song, if I'm not wrong, I think this is a song about Kelvin's last relationship in it. And her name is escaping me right now, and I'm not trying to be a dick by saying that, but like I do remember Kelvin's last relationship, his last girlfriend. It was pretty long term. It was super serious, and so I know kind of the conditions where they split and all that. And this kind of feels like it's kind of laying that story out the gate. I like the interesting change of pace, and it's definitely the right tone for that kind of song, that story. So let's go.
You never did. And I didn't love you either. We both had demons to defend. You don't love me no more. I know you never did. And I didn't love you either.
Oh shit.
We both had demons to defend.
What you doing?
We didn't love each
I don't know what happened there. My bad. Sorry, everyone.
You pressed the wrong button.
No, I accidentally slapped the F1 key on my keyboard because I had a beard hair in it.
Well, like I said, you pressed the wrong button.
each other. We don't know each other. We never met each other. We only felt on us.
Hold up. Now I'm thinking I might be wrong. Let me back up before I cause chaos. And
I'm
hear
liking this
through.
so far, though.
Yeah, I like it too, but I think I was wrong about the story it's telling.
I know you never did. And I didn't love you either. We both had demons to defend. We didn't love each other. We don't know each other. We never met each other. We only felt on others. But here I stand strong in your presence. I got God, yes, He's present. Leave it all alone, since forgiven. Struggle through it all, nappy kitchen. Mark beast, dark tongue, smooth liquor, hard wine, blackberry, standard line, brain dead, end times. I ain't trying to be smooth, and I ain't trying to be rude. It's the love in me that's true. His peace that guides me through.
I like that. So he's talking about shortfalls, he's talking about weaknesses, he's talking about things that have pulled him down and pitfalls he's hit and everything. I do feel like, okay, so I said it was veering away from the story. I thought it was telling for a minute. I do feel like it is actually telling that story. This one feels like a super emotional track for Kelvin. It's also the best sounding track on the album. Well, besides Canada, this one's up there with Canada. I'm going to give this a favorite for different reasons, just because it's a, you know, it's a change of pace. It's a really nice sounding change of pace, but it's also, what's the word I'm looking for? It's good in different ways. And so, you know,
it's good in its own right.
Yeah, this one's hitting them sad boy vibes. And I'm about them sad boy vibes sometimes, because especially when you're vulnerable about like your weaknesses, your hits, your pitfalls, you know, he's going through all that. He's saying, you know, I never really knew you, you never really knew me. You know, these are the pains that we've hit, that we've fallen. 2 hearts, let's go. But we're talking about obstacles. At the end of the day, we're talking about love. We're talking about, you know, what separates a spiritual love from a flesh love. And, you know, Kelvin's kind of getting into those things that kind of hinder the spirit and push forward the flesh and kind of keep us from really getting to know each other, keep us from getting to spiritually support each other.
And I agree, Roxy. It is smooth. Yeah,
it is absolutely smooth. And it's, honestly, if you've been in that relationship that you thought was going to be the one and it wasn't, like, you probably hit some of these same pitfalls yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, guilty.
Yep. Let's go.
Liquor, hard wine, blackberry, standard line, brain dead, end times. I ain't trying to be smooth, and I ain't trying to be rude. It's the love in me that's true. His peace that guides me through.
And that's true, too. I mean, you know, even going back, in mind of all those flaws and everything, I like how he says it's the love in me that's true. Like, at the end of the day, it's God that delivers us from those things. And so it's God that carries us through despite our weaknesses, despite our shortcomings and pitfalls. Let's go.
And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. When I thought the need to swim, I kept drowning deep in the sin. Only your love can take away all this pain that I've been in. Love is a timeless thing, but love don't mean a thing.
It's a double-sided love story, though, because we're coming at the person and we're coming at God, like, real talk.
Yeah, and then we're addressing all the heartaches, all the issues that love comes with.
Yep.
A time to love again. That's the kind of love I bring. A reason can't be found, for his love is all we need. You don't love me no more.
Shout out for the second time because I'm trying to plug for the sponsorship. Let's go, Jones Soda. Sponsor me.
I know you never did, and I didn't love you either. We both had demons to defend. You don't love me no more. I know you never did, and I didn't love you either. We both had demons to defend. We didn't love each other. We don't know each other. We never met each other. We only felt on others. And here I'm lost in pain. See me drifting off again.
Actually,
I like that one.
I really love that song. I wanted to go on for another minute. Like,
Right? I didn't want that one to end, man. Because what I love most about it is that, as far as like the style and the overall sound of it, I don't know. To me, it kind of has like that '90s hip hop R&B vibe.
yeah,
Which I dig.
definitely got an R&B vibe. Not unfamiliar from Kelvin. I've heard Kelvin tap into that R&B vibe before, and I always appreciate when he does because I think he pulls it off really well. To me, that one, like, so it works on levels, and that's the thing. I'm always a fan of something that works on levels. And so you're telling me two love stories at the same time. You're telling me a failed love story, why it didn't work out with this person, but you're also giving me, the success story about kind of, God's love. And I like that while the story about God's love is a little bit more subtle, we're talking about where we're living, and initially when I was listening to it, it kind of threw me off that we came in with that line early on about end times. We ended that rhyme scheme on the first kind of verse with end times, and I was like, well, that doesn't really fit because that's not really going in with the liquor and hard wine and blackberry and all that, like. And then we finished with end times, and I'm like, but that kind of sets up kind of where we're going with reasons it didn't end. We're living in end times, of course. When we're in end times, everyone is going to be given to their evils. And so kind of looking at what's pushing us away, what's pushing us apart, it's our individual evils. And honestly, like as far as depth, and it's funny because this song said less than most songs on the album have so far, like, verbally, but I feel like it said more in intonation, in kind of, pulling the seams apart.
Right. It goes back to that rule of thumb that I always address when in people's writings. Like, you could say so much with so little.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I mean?
I don't, that's not always the case, especially when you're trying to make rap. This wasn't really a rap song to me. This was more, like you said, an R&B song. And so with that, I got a lot more from what was kind of, read between the lines, the intonation, the feeling, the atmosphere, everything fit in this song. I'm about it.
Right. It's a classic case of less is more with this one.
Yep. Now I want to see how that transitions into Fast Asleep featuring Jason McClain. Let's see, Jason, you're up to bat for the first time. Let's get it. Okay, fair transition. Similar mood for the start. I guess my guess is this beat's gonna pick up and give us a little bit more energy to punch from, but let's go.
Would you pray for me while I'm fast asleep? I will walk these streets with faith inside of me. When you set me free, I prayed for my country, but would you believe me, they've forgotten liberty?
I don't like this hook.
Yeah.
It may be better when I get back to it. I don't like this hook on the intro at all, though.
I feel you.
Nick taught me in the first track in Patriot that I should wait until I hear the hook at least the second time before I comment, but I don't like this intro.
Would you pray with me, cause they are fast asleep? Won't you awaken them from their fast?
It's too shaky. It's trying to be too energetic, too much for me.
Yeah.
Especially
it just feels off.
Especially coming off of the last song.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will go back to, I will say, because I never reconciled this, I do think that track 5 was a gape for a part, but let's go. The conservative Michael Jackson. That's a very liberal that's a very liberal accusation
Statement.
that you're making.
Yeah.
The conservative wannabe Michael Jackson, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna try to live up to the Michael Jackson standard, I mean, those are some awfully
Yeah.
big shoes to fill.
That ain't Michael. Let's go.
No.
Policy. Come now, my family, join hands for the cleansing. Only together is victory achieved.
But do the people want the victory they propose? Lack of love for country showing at the polls. But who am I kidding? It wouldn't be different since people are people with poisonous vision, with eyes and minds closed and broken souls. That's why I choose Jesus. Yeah, I need him for all the bleeding. You won't get the armor of God just by reading Ephesians. I walk it, I breathe it. Go where I'm needed. Don't slow for a demon. So
A for effort. C for execution. Because we're off time.
Yeah.
We're off time. We're missing
Yeah.
the beat. Like, nah, I I'm not with this fella. Some people say he sounds like Busy Bone. He might sound like Busy Bone. He don't execute like Busy Bone though.
No.
that's why I choose Jesus. Yeah, I need him for all the
I like what he's saying. I like his energy.
Yeah.
I don't like it on this beat, and I feel like he wrote this to a different beat, if I'm being honest. Because, like, hold up,
I was gonna
because
say the same thing for the hook.
because there's one piece right here. There's one piece specifically on the verse. Yeah, the hook had a different energy than this beat. The beat is hard. I agree, Charlie. But hold up, because there's one piece on this.
That's why I choose Jesus. Yeah, I need him for all the bleeding. You won't get the armor of God just by reading Ephesians. I walk it, I breathe it. Go where I'm needed. Don't slow for a demon.
So starting at "Don't Slow for a Demon," he just goes off the beat.
Yeah.
And I get what he's saying. I mean, I like what he's saying. I mean, you ain't just gonna get the armor of God for reading Ephesians. Like, you're not just gonna give it lip service and give it a once over and be protected and carried and all that. Like, I like what he's saying, but
Yeah.
I don't like how he's doing this at all.
The only one that I would let slide doing that, because they did it on a lot of their earlier stuff, was Atmosphere. This dude's not Atmosphere.
Just by reading Ephesians, I walk it, I breathe it. Go where I'm needed, don't slow for a demon. Salt in the earth, forget to defeat us. Now sow for the season until it's completed. Labor of love is not a weakness.
As you brace for the impact, like you're dealing with an autodidact. I tried this and I tried that, and I still.
I see the Busy Bone comparison, especially when we get the layers and everything, but
Came back to the Bible, laying open flat, infallible statutes. I found them in Matthew, Peter, and Hebrews. Flip through Philippians, I'll be thinking on virtue while speaking the truth.
I mean, guys bringing like biblical relevancy in his verse. So, like, I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's a love-hate thing with that one.
That, and I still came back to the Bible, laying open flat, infallible statutes. I found them in Matthew, Peter, and Hebrews. Flip through Philippians, I'll be thinking on virtue while speaking the truth. Would you pray for me while I'm fast asleep? I will walk these streets with faith inside of me. When you set me free, I prayed for my country. But would you believe me, they've forgotten liberty? Would you pray with me, cause they are first?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, already it's been the most biblical song on the album. Like I get you. Like 100% I agree. It is super biblical, but
on the more like on those harmonic pieces, yeah, he does sound like Busy Bone, but the other parts, no. There's no comparison.
I like his voice. I mean, I like what he's doing. I just don't like it on this beat. And I like this beat. That's the crazy thing. I like him. I like this beat. I don't feel like they fit.
Yeah, No, I'm in total agreement with that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Beat takes my brain one way, then I totally forget to hear the words. Roxy's lost in the beat. Need Bryson on the channel. I'd have fun watching that. On this channel? Bryson's been on this channel. Bryson's been, well, I've reacted to a lot of Bryson. I've got a Bryson interview too. I mean, Bryson stops by every now and then.
Yeah.
Won't you awaken them from their fallacy? Come now, my family, join hands for the cleansing. Only in Jesus is victory achieved.
Yeah, Bryson usually shouts me out when he's Twitch streaming too.
He got you dreaming, sleeping, diving deeper. Keep walking with them demons, got you smoking reefer. Repent for all your sins, you'll become a leader. Just open up your Bible and become a seeker.
See, I like Kelvin's verse infinitely better, to the point that I'm backing up to catch more of it because I wasn't expecting it to start. Yeah, Charlie, go back if you're interested at some point in catching the Bryson interview. You can look at Around the Music. It was one of the earlier Around the Music episodes. It might have been like 7 or 8. But yeah, I'd Bryson. I know I interviewed Bryson the same stream that I interviewed Trippy J. So if you search for one of them, you'll find it.
Yes, sir.
Won't you awaken them from their fallacy? Come now, my family, join hands for the cleansing. Only in Jesus is victory achieved.
He got you dreaming, sleeping, diving deeper. Keep walking with them demons, got you smoking reefer.
I like this because Kelvin's laying out sin. He got you dreaming, sleeping, diving deeper. You getting deeper caught up. And he's talking about running with them demons. Got you smoking reefer and everything. He's talking about how demons kind of envelop us and pull us to things that pull us away from God. I got you. I like it.
Repent for all your sins, you'll become a leader. Just open up your Bible and become a seeker. I would never walk alone since we must atone. God, he ringing in your dome, best pick up the phone. Proverbs who follow righteousness, they find it life. Acts 3:19 converted, let them blot your strife.
I'll say this too. I really enjoy Jason McLean's kind of ads, like the harmony coming in where he's adding the ads in.
Yeah.
Kelvin and Jason together kind of give me Bone Thugs vibes, like when with how the ads are set up and everything, and it's solid. Jason just gets a no from me on his own in this song.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't best pick up.
Track as he should.
What's that?
Say Kelvin is owning this track as he should, being that it is his album.
Yeah.
Proverbs who follow righteousness, they find it life. Acts 3:19 converted, let them blot your strife. 1 Timothy 6:10, the love of money evil. Been walking with the Lord, got me living peaceful.
I do like that both of them kind of structured their verses to shout out several specific references in scripture.
God gang, you listening to the sequel. You know I'm stepping from my country, talking we the people gang.
Would you pray for me while I'm fast asleep?
See, I like the hook right here. Hold up. See, the build up right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, with the right build up, it sounds right. I like this hook with Kelvin's build up.
Yeah, it sounds better there than it did in the beginning.
I'm stepping from my country, talking we the people gang.
Would you pray for me while I'm fast asleep? I will walk these streets with faith inside of me. When you set me free, I prayed for my country. Would you believe me? They've forgotten liberty. Would you pray with me? Cause they are fast asleep. Would you awaken them from the fallacy? Come now, my friend, we join hands for the cleansing. Only Jesus is forgiving.
See, it also kind of got buried a little bit deeper in the beat, I noticed too. Earlier, it was a little bit more clean and up front. And so I'm wondering if they didn't use the same mix on all 3 times that hook came through, because the third time sounded fantastic. If we mix if we mix the same thing at the same level, everything the same way, for 3 distinct parts of the song, one as an intro, one after a certain build-up, and then one after another build-up, it's gonna come off different, and it sounds better after Kelvin's build-up to it, and it fits the song. It really complements the song very well at the end there.
Even like the timing was a little bit better this time around, or at least it felt better this time around.
Yeah. Okay, I think we got another. Honestly,
I like the Friday the 13th in there.
I
heard that.
Honestly, despite criticisms, I am hearting that song just because I love how it ends. I don't like the first half of that song. I like the second half of that song though. Like and the second half as a whole, I really enjoy. The first half of that song I could take or leave, but overall the way that the second half comes across is just so strong. It really hits me really well. And then that's going to bleed over into, I think, another skit because it's 23 seconds. So we got Lycan Spirit Cry after this. Let's see where that goes.
We got Gremlins.
Calvin J, it's the bro god, the Texas Lycan. Listen, keep doing what you're doing. Be relentless. Keep pushing out that high vibrational music. High frequency at all costs. All gas, no brakes. Keep going. Don't stop. The world needs you. We all need you. Let's get it. God gang.
I love actually that Kelvin used like skits of shout outs that people are given as clips for this. Like that fits lovely. I mean, it really kind of brings that too. I mean, we're going with the God gang, like we're showing like it's God gang, it's people banding together behind God, behind godly music. It really kind of gives that feeling of unity because of how he kind of pulled that through.
Yes, sir.
Then after the skit, we go into Gremlins featuring Rocky Luciano. Rocky's dope. And Charlie Gist, the man who got mad at me and explained to me that I can say his last name by saying gift, but say Gist instead. Let's go. Shout out to Charlie too, though, because sentimental artistic value. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's nice though, because not a lot of people give that love. Shout out to Charlie. I remember when Charlie first popped up and was trying to make some waves and everything, and I know he's had some pitfalls. I mean, I've been watching some of his stuff along the way, but shout out to Charlie because Charlie has been making waves. He's been leveling up and everything. You know, if you had told me, I think I found Kelvin through that MAGA Boys reaction that I initially did. That was how I found Kelvin and Tyson actually, and from that because I knew Bryson previously, we went back and caught MAGA Boys, and like I knew Kelvin a long time before I knew Charlie, and if you had told me at the time, especially because I think the first song that Charlie sent me, he had recorded on his phone, and I wasn't a big fan of it. If you had told me then, like at this point, Charlie would be on, collaborating with names that, I mean, he's on a track with Rocky Luciano, you know what I'm saying, and Kelvin J. And so I'm like, shout out to Charlie. Charlie grinded.
Let's go.
I already like the beat.
Yes.
Yeah, big gremlin, about to get my groove on. Choppers too long, big luggage, no U-Haul. Touched a few souls, got them living like Duval. Angels stand too tall, mental thoughts loot all. BLM, who they be, gang banging. ALM, who we be, God slanging. Big step up.
Already my favorite song for that beat.
Dude's going hard. This beat's hard, but I mean, dude's going hard with this flow right here. I mean, he really coming too. He's saying BLM, who they God or gang banging. ALM, who are we God slanging? Like, come on, dog.
This is relatable, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Big gremlin, about to get my groove on. Choppers too long, big luggage, no U-Haul. Touched a few souls, got them living like Duval. Angels stand too tall, mental thoughts loot all. BLM, who they be, gang banging. ALM, who we be, God slanging. Big stepper, Bigfoot, black pepper. James 47, big storm, my weather. God gang, what you rapping? I just punched in overtime, I rested on the 7th. Working is the curse, man, don't blame it on the heavens. I be in them DC streets, so got my only source of weapon. Tyranny, that's why we strapping. 2A on my hip, I pray you never catch me slacking. On the road to kill, you know I gotta keep them guessing. Detroit made me kinda stingy, keeping all my sexy blessings. Ooh.
I like it. I mean, shout out to
I love it.
So how you coming? Invested in some crypto when you sheep got me funning. Just enough to pay the bills and food to keep me running. Gospel in my language, it's a narrow path I'm coming.
I like that slight flex right there too. Like that invested in some crypto kept me running, like enough to pay the bills and everything. Like throwing it out right there. He say, you know what? We got enough to cover the necessities. Now we just going for extra. Come on. I like that smooth flex right there, man. Let's go though.
Let's go.
When you sheep got me funning, just enough to pay the bills and food to keep me running. Gospel in my language, it's a narrow path I'm coming. You see the system trying to wobble me. Had to learn code, now I address the matrix properly. One's
talking about his story too, talking about the system trying to wobble him, talking about he got that gospel in his language and everything, but the system trying to shake him away from that straight path. Okay.
Hell yeah.
00010 Gucci Glocks got you tipping on your toes. Backbreaker, frame paper.
Had to shout out the Gucci Glocks right there.
Sin taker, rim shaker, him faker, headstrong. My mental on another level. I gave it all to God, spirit cruising in the vessel. Big gremlin, about to get my groove on. Choppers too long, big luggage, no U-Haul. Touched a few souls, got them living like Duval. Angels stand too tall, mental thoughts loot all.
My favorite kind of gun, got no serial number. All my ties going bald, I'm a road runner.
My favorite type of gun got no serial number too, but it's a different way, different reason than that line implies. But shout out like Roxy.
That's Rocky, right?
I said Roxy. Shout out to Roxy too. But Rocky came in killing it.
He got that energy, man. He got that vibe.
Picking up where Kelvin was at. Come on.
My favorite kind of gun, got no serial number. All my ties going bald, I'm a road runner.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm giving this one a heart too, because this one is this one's got like that old school like really come together flow friggin' I don't know what I'm trying to think of like session tracks, you know what I'm saying, like building like something. I'm trying to think of on Re-Up. M came out with on Re-Up. What was the track from Re-Up that I'm thinking of? Not saying like you top in M, like don't get me messed up there, but like it's got that Re-Up vibe where we're coming on just like straight banging.
Shout out for that Roadrunner bar, man. I mean, I'm a Looney Tunes guy too, so I appreciate that.
4 hearts, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Hey, I don't give hearts on Spotify easy though. I didn't want to cut. Okay, while you're watching real quick, tell me something, because I didn't even want to open this. I was gonna pop this into my disc drive and react to the actual album audio, but I can't tell if this signature is on the shrink wrap or on the album sleeve, and so I didn't even want to like rip it open. So please tell me where the signature's at.
Yes, please tell me it's on the album itself and not.
Well, I don't care. I'm not gonna open it. I always, even if I buy an album, like I always stream it after that just to make sure like people get extra streams and everything. But I still want to know where the signature's at. just for
usually when I buy hard copies and I get them signed is when I'm at a live show and I have an opportunity to meet the artist and have them graph it for me.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's always a lovely way, but I mean, I still feel like Kelvin autographed this for me. It's designed to be a collector's. I put it on the wrap on purpose. I put the scan code on the back for streaming. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that about the scan code. That would have been. I see what you're talking about now, but I didn't know that. Either way, I wasn't gonna open it until I knew for sure how it all played out because I am a collector, and so got you.
Mark required when I swing, I'm a slugger. Potato on the end. You won't hear no thunder. Here's some basic instructions before leaving Earth. I do this for my child that never got to see birth. I do this for anyone who wouldn't put me first. Even murderers serving fair time, go to church. On trial in the courtroom, eye contact with the judge. Threatened to give me life and I wouldn't even budge. Death before dishonor, I'm the cracker you should trust. People run their mouths until it's time to bust them guns. I'm more than a gremlin, I'm a geek guard. Hellcat 5 spitting, so I name my whip and
Who is Rocky's flow putting me in mind of?
I was gonna say he gives me the Blaze, the Dead Homie vibes as far as like his voice.
His voice, yeah, but like no, I'm there's a flow. There was somebody. Oh, there's something that this flow reminds me of, and I can't think about it.
I'm thinking Blaze the Dead Homie. I mean, he kind of has that similar flow too.
Nah. Like, it's somebody else. It almost feels like a lazy flow. It almost feels sloppy, but it's not. And I can't pinpoint. I can, on the edge of my mind, I can think about songs that it applies to, but I can't think of what I'm thinking of. That's bugging me. All right, let's go.
Fair time, go to church. On trial in the courtroom, eye contact with the judge. Threatened to give me life and I wouldn't even budge. Death before dishonor, I'm the cracker you should trust. People run their mouths until it's time.
Oh.
Right there, he kind of sounds like Pac. The way he's stabbing some of his words there, he kind of has Pac vibes right there.
Still not what I was thinking about, but I get you. Let's go.
Time to bust them guns. I'm more than a gremlin, I'm a geek guard. Hellcat 5 spitting, so I name my whip and Charizard.
He's more than a gremlin, he's a Gengar? Okay. It took Charizard for me to be like, this man is really bringing Pokemon vibes into this. Okay. Let's go.
Death before dishonor, I'm the cracker you should trust. People run their mouths until it's time to bust them guns. I'm more than a gremlin, I'm a geek guard. Hellcat 5 spitting, so I name my whip and Charizard. Conceal the open carry, get off of my yard. And if my girl cheating, I hope she walking with God.
Big gremlin, about to get my groove on. Choppers too long, big luggage, no U-Haul. Touched a few souls, got them living like Duval. Angels stand too tall, mental thoughts loot all. BLM, who they be, gang banging. ALM, who we be, God slanging. Big stepper, Bigfoot, black pepper. James 47, big storm, my weather.
God has got my back and never had to worry. I see visions God gave me, but your vision blurry. Step back.
Look at Charlie sounding smooth in this too. Like, come on, dog. What you doing, dog?
Who they be, gang banging, ALM. Who we be, God slanging, big stepper, Bigfoot, black pepper. James 47, big storm, my weather.
God has got my back and never had to worry. I see visions God gave me, but your vision blurry. Step back and strap up with this work, cause you know it's sturdy. You acting like you clean, but your filthy rags stay dirty. Stay thankful for your country, stand for freedom, or just get out. And these times are just getting harder, don't got time to wrestle down. And it's time to keep it moving, never bow down to the system. We need God back in the country, only He could truly fix him. Never.
Let me tell you something, okay? Like, I know where your separate takes were in that, but you mix those. I don't know if you mix those or whoever you have mix those. You mix those so flush, man. Like that was a smooth transition. This is such a far cry from the first time I heard Charlie's music when he was recording on his phone, and I said it was painful to listen to. That is beautiful, man. Like you leveling up, and I mean, to hang with Kelvin and hang with Rocky on this track, like, Come on, dog. You bringing it. Like and absolutely par none. Yeah, Kelvin said Charlie coming with it. Like, that's the thing. Like you're coming on this one, and it's a heavy hitting track. Like, I'm hearing everybody bring their flow, bring their style, bring their energy, hit their thing their way, and do their thing. Sticking to the theme. I mean, y'all shouting out patriotism, y'all shouting out God, like all that. Yeah, I got it. But you're coming in, you're keeping the theme, but you're also bringing a different style in and hanging every bit with Rocky and Kelvin.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's something to be proud of. This is a track right here, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We had to cook a few times, but dinner was eventually served on this track. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Hey, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you got to be like, nah, that ain't it.
Mm.
Yo, this track, this is the album highlight right now for me.
Yes.
This work, cause you know it's sturdy. And you acting like you clean, but your filthy rags stay dirty. Stay thankful for your country, stand for freedom, or just get out. And these times are just getting harder, don't got time to wrestle doubts. And it's time to keep it moving, never bow down to the system. We need God back in the country, only He could truly fix him. Never giving up our freedom and keeping Christ, cause we need him. He gave his life, so receive him. Perfect sacrifice, we bleed him. World is going back, reversing to the garden.
I'm also listening to Charlie, and I want to just yell at amen right there, because we talking about Christ giving his life. Hey, come on though.
I'm never giving up our freedom and keeping Christ, cause we need him. He gave his life, so receive him. Perfect sacrifice, we bleed him. World is going back, reversing to the Garden of Eden. That's real. Watch the fruit you're snacking on, the news that you're seeing. The world is going crazy, need to make a 180, and it starts with America. God in the seating, question every move you make. While you're still breathing, yes, Charlie Gibbs signing off. Let's start believing.
Yeah, big gremlin, about to get my groove on. Choppers too long, big luggage, no U-Haul. Touched a few souls, got them living like Duval. Angels stand too tall, mental thoughts loot all. BLM, who they be, gang banging. ALM, who we be, God slanging. Big stepper, Bigfoot, black pepper. James 47, big storm, my weather.
I gotta give a chef's kiss on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the album track for me. Now.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna flip around. I'm gonna nitpick.
Uh-oh.
One line I want to nitpick. First of all, Rocky's levels were a touch higher than I would have put them. So, but the main thing I want to nitpick, only thing that caught my ear every time it came across that I didn't like, BLM, who they be, gang. And there was an inflection in there that kind of got away from you, and every time it was too hard going into gangbanging that just irked me a little bit. That's my complete nitpick, but it ain't even a thing. Like track's fire. I don't think most people are gonna notice it. That's just me being 100% and digging in where I can. Track was dope. Everybody brought it. What up, Tilly? I think I said hi to you already. How you doing today, Tilly, though? Good morning to the Netherlands. Hope you had a fantastic night. Hope you're having a lovely cup of coffee this morning. We checking out the homie Kelvin J's album right here. Listening to some heat right here, you know. Anything else on Gremlins?
Man, just that one just blew me away, man. And I do agree. Yeah, Rocky's verse is a touch higher. Had they just dropped his those down, maybe about like a hair or two, you know what I mean, to line it up better. Oh man, but that's really just a minor nitpick for the overall track itself. Like I said, chef's kiss, man. I can't complain really about it.
Yeah, fantastic track. That track was the highlight of the album for me.
Yazzer.
Favorite song on the album so far.
Yes.
Literally everybody killed their piece. That one in Canada are the two shining gems for me, on a rap perspective, and then Agape again, fantastic.
Yep. That's why you're looking into my head, man. I was just say the same thing. Canada and Gremlins, yes. Top two on the rap side, and then Agape You know what I mean? On it in its own right, fire track.
So we're halfway through the album. Y'all know what that means. I got to throw up a poll over on Twitch real quick. See what everybody on Twitch is thinking. So let's throw this poll thing out real quick. Question. Halfway through the album. Where you at? Hold up. Gotta do all these exclamation points and everything. What do you think about the album?
Choices as the LC4 album?
Is it perfect? Needs a little work.
Okay.
Middle of the pack. Yes, same choices. Middle of the pack. Needs a lot of work. Or is it unfinished? Y'all got... We'll give it 5 minutes. Next track is 4.5 minutes. I'll probably pause a couple of times in there. So y'all got 5 minutes on Twitch. It's not as easy to set up a poll on YouTube, or I would get you guys over there too.
That's what
but
you said.
There it is. Vote on Twitch. Where you thinking? What is it? Where's the album stand? You said that's what she said?
Mm-hmm. You're talking about it's not easy setting up a poll.
Ha 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 ha. First vote that came in says it needs a little work, and that's the only vote we got so far. Y'all got 5 minutes. Get on it. All right. Let's see. Next track we got after this is Get Out featuring Vanna Love. I almost said Vanilla Love. I was like, all right, let's go.
Brett.
You never know. Vanilla Love ain't that bad. No, there's no justification to say this album is garbage yet, Kelvin.
No.
I've liked a lot more than I've not liked, especially if you cut out. Honestly, looking back through, I felt like I was being negative about this album, but like, I don't give a lot of Spotify hearts usually. But I'm like, if you cut out the two skits, there have only been 2 songs that I didn't like put top. And I'm not going to give...
Oh, Kelvin says it's pronounced Vanna, not Vanna.
Vanna. Okay. My bad. I'm from Kentucky, dog. You got to work with me sometimes, you know?
Yep.
I see 2 N's together. I'm like, that's Vanna. Like, Savannah, don't you cry for me.
But don't stop confusing yourself. It's Vanna.
No, it's Vanna. Whatever. I'm just kidding. It's Vanna. I know. All right, let's go. Oh, and Roxy's saying so far she'd listen to it again. She elaborated on her vote.
I'm out of my mind from sipping your wine.
How you gonna go from something that hard to give me this? I like it. I actually like how it flows on the album. Let's go.
I was gonna say, you know you love it.
Please leave me alone.
I do.
Oh, yeah. Just leave me alone. Get out of my mind. Ooh. Affliction of time. A thorn to a vine, yeah. Corrupting my vibe. Ooh. This man on my throne. This man on my throne, yeah. Get out of my mind, yeah. A poisonous ride, whoa, yeah.
Intrusive thoughts are with you. I already know that time is fake in my mind. You exist in the lips. Overdo and overplay. That's for sure. How could I ever stay? Is it lust? Is it love? They look the same in my eyes.
I don't know Vanna, but I'm in love.
Ooh. Bruh.
Ha.
I love how they work off of each other, like that little back and forth right there. That was lovely. that beat drop, the way the beat came in. Oh my god, man, just beautiful.
Let's go.
It's you and I cry. It's you that I fear. Keep coming back, stay right here. If not, you can go. Just don't ever say I never.
Morning, Mandy.
Try, babe. You never try. You always lie to me. Inside my mind so deep. Say I'm the problem, babe. High up projecting, you're neglecting. All that stuff sounds weak. Please stay out of my mind.
Ah!
Please leave your message.
Hey, can you please just get back to me whenever you can? I've been calling you several times. I just want to know you're okay. You know, kind of just checking up on you and see if we can maybe try again. Just call me back when you get this.
Oh, I like the setup too. We giving a second verse as a response. Let's go. Kelvin, I need to know though. Are you doing the other part in this hook that's not the female part? Are you doing the male part? I only ask because it doesn't sound like you. I'm really with that piece too, though.
Study me, I study you, but I want you to see. I can be the one you want, I'll be the one you need. It's a problem cause I'm dangerous. I know you cannot handle this way.
Ah, it's him and Van. Ah, okay. Vana.
Man.
So see, that was the thing that was throwing me off a little bit because I was like, but who is this other guy? Because nobody else is credited. Like, I saw it was you and Vanna, but I was like, this doesn't sound... So my man, like, legit, like, all in with the super filtered... Let's go, man. Like, that's beautiful. That reminds me, TMR did a song not too long ago. I can't even remember the name of it right now. There was a song that TMR did where I was watching it and I was listening to it, and I'm like, this ain't TMR. He did it with the she was a Latin chick. I can't remember the song right now. If anybody knows in the chat, let me know what I'm trying to think of.
It's gotta keep you on your toes.
But this is like this is like the same feel as that for me, because you're going so far kind of out of your normal range, like doing something like that different, like shedding your accent, obviously, all that stuff, you know, shout out for all that. But like you literally are performing like you're a different human right here, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
But did you hear the wind? I don't think this was produced by Jiminator J Productions, Roxy.
No. That only works on Bubba J.
I know what song really good with TMR. Yeah. So I mean, you know the song I'm talking about. Either way, and so like this hits me exactly like that one hit me. Like y'all both killed it. Like stepping way out of your comfort zone and doing something way different. Like shout out to both of you guys on these. But shout out to you especially here because this is my first time hearing this one.
100%.
There is love, but less. Out of my mind, out of my mind now, out of my mind now, mind now, mind now, out of my mind now.
What up, though?
Hey, you finally answered. What's going on? Why haven't you been answering me? I just want to know if you can maybe...
I don't need all that.
No,
I've been trying to fix things with you. But see you playing games.
Is that really how it is?
I'm moving on with my life. And I advise you do the same.
Hashtag growth.
Alright. I get it.
I'm putting it all in God's hands. I'm out of my mind from sipping your wine. Please leave me alone, yeah. Just leave me alone. Get out of my mind. Affliction of time. A thorn to a vine, yeah. Corrupting my vibe. Oh. This man on my throne. This man on my throne, yeah. Get out of my mind, yeah. A poisonous ride.
Honestly, this is such a peaceful song. Like, I feel as though it was a crime to pause it the number of times that I
But you know you're gonna pause anyway, because that's an even bigger crime if you don't.
So that was a work of art. That was a pure work of art.
Yeah. We're up to 5 hearts now, Kelvin.
Roxy says, I like this smooth, sexy singing. More, please, Kelvin. Look, now she's trying to take advantage of you, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Roxy is a fiend. I'm just kidding. For any Kelvin, you might not know Roxy. She's a happily married lady, and she is a lovely lady.
It's all jokes. All jokes.
Yeah. I love that song because I even love, you know, the creative use with the dial tone coming in there, you know, hitting those pieces where we're coming around, you know, at the end, you know, we're missing. At first he's ignoring, then he responds to the phone call, responds to all the stuff. And then at the end, you know, it's just dead because I've finally grown. I've moved on. I've pushed forward. I've gotten past that spot in my head. That song was so beautiful.
Facts.
I'm really having to come back because at the beginning of this album, I was like, there are parts of this that I'm not feeling. But like I'm having to double back and eat my words, and I hate eating my words, man.
Well, to be fair, it was only the first 3 tracks. Once track 4 came in, then it was like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, but I still don't like eating my words. Don't try to get me on technicalities here.
Well, too late. I already did. It's on record.
All right. We'll wait to give a final opinion. We so far we only hearted 5 things. There's 15 songs on the album. We only got a third of it so far. So you haven't won me over yet.
And plus, Kelvin says he appreciates the feedback, so we good. All right, we good.
I know I'm playing. Kelvin's my boy though. Let's see. Before we get into this one, Roxy threw. Hold up. Let me not lie. Roxy didn't throw a hydrate. Tilly threw a hydrate. Roxy just said, hydrate, suckers. Let's go.
I'm just trying to drink my beer before it gets warm anyway.
All right. We got Politics, the extended version. Let's go. Is there... Hold up. Did I miss a music video?
Oh, that's the Kenosha Kid video.
Well, I know that. But like now I'm wondering if I missed a music video that came up. Because this one's extended. All right, well, either way, I haven't heard it. This is going to be the better version, so let's go. So we ended on a dial tone. We ended on Heartbreak. I'll be interested. Okay, I'm going to say this too for anybody who doesn't know my album reviews. I really like to look at the flow of the album. I like to look at the album as a whole project.
Yes.
One of the things that really got me into music was looking at how we present the projects, like from a producer's standpoint, like when you're packaging the album, how you're arranging the songs on an album. And so I'm always interested in the flow and kind of trying to get the picture of the album from the flow of the album. That's why I don't listen to a lot of singles when they drop, because I want to hear how the album actually hits.
It's like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, this one has been, a little up, little down, kind of up, down, and around. I'm
Yes, sir.
interested because I know Kenosha Kid. When that video first dropped, Kelvin stopped by and we checked it out. So I'm interested in seeing how politics kind of gets into Kenosha Kid. Let's go. Let's check this one.
Better watch what you asking for. I just hope that you ready. You say put a mask on my face, the virus is deadly. Tell me, do you love being controlled? Tell me, what is you doing this for? Put a mask on my face. I said no. Put a mask on my face. I said no. It's not about politics. Don't care if you right or you left. I'm just trying to get this off my chest. Why they not telling us about all the deaths? Billy just keep getting wealthy by telling Americans they are not healthy. They tell me they get vaccinated. If I don't comply, I know that I'm hated. I can't.
Okay, we jumping into some jabs. We jumping into some masks and everything. I like this. I like this kind of mellow sounding but really upbeat kind of beat that's kind of sneaky high energy. Kind of gives you a good pocket to jump in. I like the pocket. Yeah, I like the pocket that he's coming in. I like how this one's kicking off so far, and I really do like kind of getting into those divisive topics coming out. I've been waiting for it because for the most part, as far as politics go, like the album has kind of stayed a little bit light. Like we kind of set it up early on in the album that we were going to punch some controversy. This one is that punch that I've been waiting for, like really kind of kicking controversy into the song.
I feel that.
Let's go.
Don't care if you right or you left. I'm just trying to get this off my chest.
I also do respect. I always respect the. I don't care if you're right or left. Understanding what we're in today is not a battle between Republicans and Democrats. It's a battle between good and evil. It's where you sit in the battle of good and evil. It doesn't matter if you're liberal, progressive, conservative, libertarian, whatever you are. None of that really plays into it. Is a matter of good and evil in the world today. And so we have to really remind ourselves and look back through that lens every now and then. So let's go.
Right.
No.
Except Democrats are evil. But
yes.
It's not about politics.
Sorry.
Don't care if you right or you left. I'm just trying to get this off my chest. Why they not telling us about all the deaths? Billy just keep getting wealthy by telling Americans they are not healthy. They tell me they get vaccinated. If I don't comply, I know that I'm hated. I can't even hug on my grandma no more. She thinking her grandma be crazy. I tell her I follow the science. And what I be finding be shady. Do I think COVID is killing me?
That is true, and that's the funny thing. When we're going about following the science, there was more science saying that you shouldn't. Well, I mean, look at where we landed on everything. Now you don't have to wear masks even for, I think as of this past Sunday, if I'm not wrong, you don't even have to wear a mask for international travel now. So what does the science really point to? Why did we spend 2 years doing this and that when the science really don't even say what y'all were saying it says?
And science, doesn't that word mean not exact? Like a theory?
Last time I checked the scientific method, you have to work out some hypotheses, some theories.
Yes,
test them, measure them, challenge them, so on and so forth. And then where did we land? We landed in saying, well, none of this stuff really should have happened to begin with.
That's why the term exact science, to me, I always see it as an oxymoron.
Oh, yeah. Well, there can be an exact science. I mean, when you talk about like chemistry or something like that, there is an exact science that creates water, H2O.
I'll give you that.
There is an exact science if you want to, smelt brass or something. Like there are things in science that have been tested, that have been challenged, that have been pushed. There are ways to have exact science.
But the bottom line is, though, is it always exact?
Well, I mean, to a reasonable extent, yeah. But either way, you don't get to an exact science if you don't challenge it. Is the ultimate point that I'm making.
Right.
But let's go.
These people, the answer is maybe. But one thing I know for sure, don't need to be vexing these babies. Don't need to see the save me.
Hop on the plane, went for a trip. Put on your mask, look at my fit. Let's go, Brandon, look at my drip. Mag is stepping right off the ship. Gang, liberal smashing the whip. Dang, BLM looting the strip. Flame, keep the 2A on my hip. Bang, you think about.
I like this hook a lot too. Shout out.
Jabbing me up. Tell me what is you saying? Highlands is coming right through you. I meet your side and then it's the spraying. You know that we God gang. You know that we praying. Last night I was talking to Jesus. He said you don't know what you're saying.
Let's see. I would say no, just because we don't know how to make water one way doesn't mean it can't be created. Or just because we know how to make water one way doesn't mean it can't be created another way. No, and fair point. Fair point. I mean, especially when we take God into account. I mean, God can speak water into existence. You know, he doesn't have to combine elements and molecules and all that. So yeah, I mean, I get you.
Better watch what you asking for. I just hope that you ready. You say put a mask on my face, the virus is deadly. Tell me, do you love being controlled? Tell me, what is you doing this for? Put a mask on my face. I said no. Put a mask on my face. I said no.
I'm super interested in this song because I love where it sits after what I heard in Get Out and what I know it's building up to with Kenosha Kid. I like this kind of chaotic, interlude-y sounding song. And I also like the breadth of playing devil's advocate and everything in the actual lyrics here.
Yeah. It's kind of nice flow to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a really good flow. Also, too, I would occasionally critique letting so much of a beat play out. But I actually like where this sits on the album. Just kind of letting it's a good fit, like, as an interlude. That said, I'm gonna heart this one because I would listen to the song again 100%. I like the song. I like how it sits. I like the flow.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate for a song like this because then it really drives home like the message behind it.
Well, what I'm saying though is I would listen to this song again. I would never again seek this song out. I will forget this song a week from now if I don't hear it again. Only because it feels like such an interlude, such an intermission. But it's good. It's not something I'm mad at, and it's literally like it's gonna be one of those things that'll play in the background while I'm doing other things. And that's not to take away. I like it. I like it in the context of the album. I don't know that I like it as a standalone song. So I think that's the ultimate middle ground that I'm finding.
We up to 6 hearts now for those of you keeping track.
Have a remix version of Politics with Jason McClain dropping soon.
Ooh, I can't wait. That's gonna be interesting.
That'll be good or bad for me.
Like I said, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. I'll check it out when it comes for sure. Oh, wait, we have a music video now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have reacted to this one. So I'll let you mostly. Jason snapped on his verse. I see it. I see his potential for that. Like I said, after we wrapped up that last song, especially like the second half of that song, I just don't feel like he was fairly mixed on the intro. I think that's a big part of. Well, okay. I don't feel like he was fairly mixed on the intro. I also feel like parts of his verse he did not specifically write to that beat. Yeah. And I feel he had lines that he wanted to use on that song. But I also, with the intro, I feel like that hook, that instance of the hook, does not fit what the beat was doing on the intro. And so that's my only issue. Fact. I do always feel compelled to be fair when I am negative to people, especially on something. I get something like a hook or an intro. That's why I tell a lot of dudes that I work with, if you're going to use your hook as your intro, you should probably re-record it on the intro part. Just to make sure, because if the beat hasn't built to that point yet, then it's going to hit differently. But either way, I mean, I liked him. By the end of that last song, I liked him. I just, I didn't like how he started. So anyway, Kenosha Kid, though, which I've already seen. I don't know if you have seen this one.
I don't think I have.
So I'll probably sit back and let you mostly talk about this one. I do have a reaction if anyone wants my more in-depth thoughts on the video and song. This reaction is on my channel, so let's go.
CCG, yeah. God gang, cow free. I'm moving the block, yeah, straps on. Written the house with his gat on. Move out the way when I'm running through my home. Looted the chamber, I'm spraying that taunt on GG the gang. Now copy the fame, it ain't the same. Acquitted his name, they out of their brain. They lost and they know it's a shame, a quarter bill made. Defamation on his name, I know that they praying. We leaving the main, the ones you can't tame. You know that we gang. I'm moving.
You know that I can't say nothing. And so one thing that always hits me, though, like a lot of background elements in this video are super important to me. I mean, you've got Kelvin, you've got Fat Kelvin here with bunches of fun on his chest, you know, just eating, watching TV, drinking COVID, all that. So there's all these elements kind of coming in the video. Now, I think when I reacted to this, if I'm not remembering wrong, I said that this was a dark part of Kelvin's conscience, kind of trying to feed into him. I think Kelvin actually corrected me, though, and said that the other Kelvin is more of a positive influence and more of a push, meant to be like more of a brighter perspective.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I should touch on that element that I think you address very subtly either.
What's that?
No, I mean, the elephant in the room in this imagery here. I don't think I could touch on that either.
What do you mean? Are you talking about like because it looks like blackface a little bit?
Well, I mean, I just want to put it out there. I mean, yeah.
Well,
because it reminds me of that movie that starred Damon Wayans. And
yeah,
I know what I'm referring to. You know what I mean?
I think
like it gives me that vibe.
I think I mentioned that before, though. I think he told me like it wasn't meant to kind of come across as blackface.
I mean, I know it has a different meaning, like, to him, but I mean, going into this blind, you know what I mean? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, Kelvin's black. Like, talk about elephants in the room. Like, black dudes don't really do blackface, like, you know.
Right. I'm just saying, it gives me that movie vibe. I forget the name of that movie. I know I've seen it with Damon Wayans in it, where he was playing this guy that
would do that, and then he encouraged other people to do it too and stuff like that. I'm just saying, it's just that's what it reminds me of. I know it's not that, but that's what it reminds me of.
It might be that. It's blackface, but it's the red pill woke blackface. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
I mean, I either way, like artistic vision, artistic integrity is always super important. I play off the series They, right on. And for anybody watching, like no, like 100%, like nobody's saying like blackface is cool or anything like that. Anybody who watches this later, or maybe watching, or the YouTube overlords or the Twitch overlords who may come to moderate my stream and content, understand nobody is supporting blackface. I mean,
no, understand when I say cool, I mean I'm saying that in reference to Kelvin's comments, him explaining what it is.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I just
want to clarify for the overlords.
That stuff to me is a non-factor. I mean,
I
had probably, well, no, then you just get into stupid justifications. I don't care what color people are. I'm friends with people whether they're black, white, brown, Asian, whatever. Like, so stupid. So stupid that you even have to dance around something like blackface.
I'm just as much pro 1A as the next Patriot, you know what I mean? So I really don't care. It doesn't bother me.
No, I'm just saying, like the conversation we just had, like there were so many caveats and so many tap toe dances and all that. Like, Kelvin's my friend. You're my friend. Like, neither of you are white. I'm white. Hello, if anyone didn't know. Like, never is that a factor.
News to me.
Never is that a factor in a conversation that we will have with each other, and that's what's so stupid about the whole worrying about this, that, and the other. We can have an open and frank conversation. Like, come on.
And that's why I rocks with you heavy.
We leaving the main, the ones you can't tame. You know that we gang. I'm moving the block, straps on. Written the house with his gat on. Move out the way when I'm running through my home. Looted the chamber, I'm spraying that Tonton GG the gang. Now copy the fame, it ain't the same. Acquitted his name, they out of their brain.
I think it's bad judgment. It was justified under the law, but I think it's hard, and that's why I asked the question.
I do like. I still always love just this.
Yeah.
I hear Cuomo's voice in the background. And just Kelvin with that wig just hits me every time because I'm like,
Yeah, I think I did see your reaction to this.
Yeah. You probably did. You probably did.
Yeah.
Question: it's hard to believe that somebody chasing you is going to beat you to death.
Do it for money. They say that they woke up. I wanna just choke up. The media joker. They frame her a woke up. I'm keeping my poker. Facing the game, let's get it in line. The media line, they targeting swine. The people they riding, to look at them dying. Jesus take over they mind, send him an angel or two. Pull up on car, got you swerving the coupe. Pop smokes and the devil of truth. Evil disguise.
I love some of the beat drops in this right here. Like from a purely technical perspective, this is probably my favorite mix on the album.
Yeah, this is definitely one of his best ones.
Line, they targeting swine, the people they riding, to look at them dying. Jesus take over they mind, send him an angel or two. Pull up on car, got you swerving the coupe. Pop smokes and the devil of truth. Evil disguise, they corrupting the youth. Lie to fear, they pulling your tooth. Kyle may be free, but he suffers. PTSD on his mind, protecting himself, but he still paying fine. At least.
And see, I like this too, because I mean, you know, Kenosha kid. We talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. Dude's protecting himself. We talking about waking people up. You know, hoping that Jesus comes into their heart and everything. I mean, and that's the thing. When you see kind of Kelvin in that blackface playoff, like it has such a stark, like a guttural reaction. The society is so conditioned to kind of look at as a negative thing. It's literally, you are literally pushed to kind of see that and see him there. And it's like, even though it's a black dude with blackface, you know, you're still so conditioned to see it and just be mad and be like, oh, he can't do that. You can't do that. You can't come through. But if you pay attention to what he's saying, I mean, even while he's dancing in the alley right there, you know, he's praying that people wake up, that people actually see, like, you know, get an angel in their mind, get something to change their life, change this perspective. Just always playing a victim mentality, just always playing that, you know, whatever. If we're gonna work for equality, let's work for actual equality. Let's work for real equality.
Right. He's using it as like a tool to, again, grab your attention so you can, you know, hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's like in these circles, and this is the thing that makes me so mad, man. In these circles, we have so many people, like-minded people, who are white, who are black, who are Hispanic, who are whatever. You know, so many people who just want it to be, okay, but I like you. I rock with you. You're my friend. You're somebody that I get behind. You make content that I enjoy. You make music that I enjoy. Whatever the case may be. We want to get to a world where who cares that you're not white? Who cares that I'm not Hispanic? Who cares? You know, whatever. Like,
who cares what you look like? What it's really about is the character that you possess.
Exactly. And it's like, you know, you go back, MLK didn't envision a time where we had reverse racism, which is what we have in America today. MLK was not pushing for a time where we had people flipping back the other way. Oh, we've got to spend the rest of our existence making up for, you know, past mistakes.
Right.
We pushed for a time that we were equal, that we were on a level playing field, and we were the same. If we're not going to be the same, that's spitting in the face of everything that everybody up until this point has ever worked for. You know, from the inception of this country, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people, you know, there was that one dude who wanted to call out, you know, black conservative artists and say, oh, well, you're bootlickers. No, you're not a bootlicker. The thing is, if you look from the establishment of this country, we did not import any more slaves from outside of what was already in. And I'm not saying that justifies slavery in the U.S., but I'm saying from the beginning, we said, okay, there's a problem. And progressively through time, we fixed the problem.
Right.
I get so mad because this was so much of what I studied in college too. And I'll never forget, you know, part of my history degree, one of the upper level courses that I took was the history of the civil rights movement in America. And we went from the very beginning of the civil rights movement in America to today. And I had a very liberal professor who I felt compelled to challenge very often because, you know, there were so many narratives of okay, well, but we haven't overcome this still. And it's like, but we have. We just don't let people overcome it.
That's true. Yep, facts. We keep people in these little boxes thinking that they can't get anywhere because of who they are, what they look like, what their background is. When in actuality, you know, it's BS because you look at these people that you see on TV. You know what I mean? And people who have made it, you know, not just in television, but in the music industry on the mainstream side of things, and people who own sports teams. And it's like, if they can do it, you can do that too. They set that bar for you.
Yeah.
That you can reach that bar.
We let society give us a narrative and we take it and we go into it and we create more division in ourselves that doesn't have to exist while we're trying to fix a problem, but we're really just perpetuating the problem that we have. Like, I don't know.
It wasn't that long ago when we saw our first black president.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if someone like that can reach the White House, anyone can if they really want to.
Sure. All right, let's go. Sorry. I know I get on rants, especially when we talk about these things. These are things that I feel super passionate about. And I you know, like Roxy always reminds me, it's a testament to the content that we're checking out that it can elicit that emotion, that rant, that frustration. it actually... My chat stopped. Buddha in here?
Yeah, Buddha in the YouTube chat. What up, Buddha?
My sons, y'all should overcome all through it. What up, Buddha? How you doing, dog? We're checking out my man Kelvin J's new album, newest album. I'm behind. It's not new yet anymore, but I've been owing him an album review since it was brand new, so that's on me. But what up, my man Buddha? How you doing, my brother? I hope you are doing well.
Always good to see Buddha.
Yes, sir. Buddha's got the biggest heart out of anybody I know, man. That guy's all love. Straight hippie vibes. Let's go.
I'm protecting himself, but he still pay a fine. At least he ain't led by the blind. The sheep in his word is a crime. The holy, the spirit you'll find. The deeper you're seeking his mind. Rittenhouse did all his time. Got one problem, 999. He facing the mob, can't rewind. Attacking the team without crime. I'm moving up.
I do like that line. I think I called it out before, too. That got one problem, not 99. Like, flipping the script on Jay-Z there.
I like that. Yeah, I like that play on that 99 Problems.
Y'all know what the one problem was. Come on now.
One problem, 999. He facing the mob, can't rewind. Attacking the team without crime. I'm moving the block, yeah, straps on. Written the house with his gat on. Move out the way when I'm running through my home. Looted the chamber, I'm spraying that tauntaun. GG the gang. Now copy the fame, it ain't the same. Acquitted his name, they out of their brain. They lost and they know it's a shame. A quarter bill made. Defamation on his name, I know that they brain. We leaving the main, the ones you can't tame. You know that we gang. I'm moving the block, yeah, straps on. Written the house with his gat on. Move out the way when I'm running through my home. Loaded the chamber, I'm spraying that tauntaun. GG the gang. Now copy the fame, it ain't the same. Acquitted his name, they out of their brain.
Why else was he chasing him, Chris? Probably to get him and beat him up, hurt him. But again, my problem is with the law here. Look, we don't know what he was going to do. All we know, now we do, because now we know that none of the people involved here ever killed anybody before or known for that kind of violence. But he didn't know that in the moment. This law, does it concern you how low a bar this law presents for now some 10 years? That there's no duty to retreat, that you put yourself in his shoes, not the reasonable person's shoes, that the prosecutor has to prove self-defense wasn't necessary by a reasonable doubt, unlike so many other state statutes?
It's probably a bad sign for me that Cuomo's voice makes me as mad as it does, but I don't like hearing him talk.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Good brother just got in with Warner Brother Music Poland. Nice. Buddha leveling up every day, dog.
Yes, sir.
That's dope. Congrats. Yo, my man making them honey bunches of oats look good though. When he's licking his fingers and stuff, like let's not play. Like that last piece, I was like, man, I could really go for some honey bunches of oats.
And we just got some vanilla flavored almond milk. I'm about to go serve me up a bowl of cereal.
No, I like honey bunches of oats without the milk, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta try it with that almond milk, man. It's the
I like almond milk.
Flavored.
I like almond milk, but I just like I don't need it with honey bunches of oats. Come on now.
I'm just saying though, if you never tried it, you gotta at least try it before you knock it.
Maybe. Milk is to drink, not to eat.
You gotta have it with that honey bunches of oats. I'm telling you, bro, because they even make that almond milk, that vanilla flavored almond milk with honey added to it. So imagine, you know what I mean, a little taste of honey with your almond milk. It's fantastic.
You had me at hello. So what do you think about Kenosha Kid?
I like it, you know what I mean? Because I get where, I understand now where it's coming from. So I mean, yeah, I definitely appreciate it. You know what I mean?
I enjoy it.
We need more that kind of music. You know what I mean? To really grab people's attention and make people think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really as all these things that we think really matter at the end of the day. They really don't matter. There's far bigger issues to worry about than what somebody looks like. You know what I mean? And who they are.
Here's my question: how did we even like with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial? Honest question to anybody who can answer: how did we even end up making that a racist thing?
It's the popular narrative right now, and the only reason that narrative is popular is because of the news media. People are, allow themselves to get hypnotized by whatever it is that the news media tells them. That's why I don't watch the media. I don't watch news. I'm like Mises in that regard. I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah. The media, yeah, but see, that's my problem though. Like, if you looked at any of it without the media feeding you anything, I mean, if you looked at the actual facts while it was going on, and I'm a nerd, I watch court TV, yeah, I watch the actual trials and stuff, but like, if you actually looked at it, you would know, like, it wasn't even a racial issue.
No. Not at all.
Ugh.
But that's the power of the media, though. They want to turn something that is not a racial issue into a racial issue.
Roxy's trying to keep your beer from getting warm. She said, "Hydrate, suckers."
Too late. I already finished them both.
All right.
And by the time I finished the second one, it was already kind of warm. It was like room temperature.
Slow sips. All right. On to Sparkles, which I believe is another skit. So at this point, like, I've got 7 hearts on this album. I'm feeling this album pretty hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm officially feeling more of this album than I'm not. So.
No, I'm with you. Yeah.
I'm convinced Roxy just wants everyone drunk. Remember to maintain a sober mind, gentlemen. No, 100%. Roxy, Roxy keeps us interesting. But I don't ever take full shots when I'm taking shots. I just take a sip. So I always make sure that I think the best way that I ever heard it laid out is if you are going to drink, make sure that you are, like you said, of a sober mind. Make sure that you are still capable of coming before God, fully intact. Make sure that you're still of your own volitions. Make sure that you're not giving way. I do not like being drunk. When I was younger, I would get drunk. And
after the experiences, the negative experiences I've had associated with alcohol, I've learned that I've taught myself, regardless of what anyone says, that it's okay to enjoy your drink. Take your time with your drink. You don't have to, be drunk to have a good time or whatever. Yeah. And when you're drunk, you can't say you're having fun, because who likes to be sick? You know what I'm saying?
For me,
too sick to enjoy that time that you're having with, the people that you call friend or family that's encouraging you to get drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for me, it's not even about sickness. It's about hold up. It's about losing control. I've talked about that before. I mean, I don't like to get drunk. I don't like to get high. I don't like to, I don't like anything that causes me to lose me, I guess.
No.
Is the best way to word
that. I like to get a good buzz going, and once I feel like I'm at that point where I'm buzzing, then I know well enough to where I can say, all right, I'm done, I'm good, nope, no more. If anything, give me something else to drink, juice, water, something, you know what I mean? Anything that's not alcohol, I'm good with.
I feel you. All right, we got another skit. It's called Sparkles _00. I'm guessing that's somebody, because, actually, there's an at the beginning of that. So I'm guessing that's actually like a straight out shout out. Are the other ones too? Like and Spirit Cry. That was what he said. Chat H.
Yeah, it looks
Vivas
like
is
it's
his name.
somebody's-
Okay, so these skits where we're getting the shout outs, these are actually people's names. Sparkles _00. I'm guessing that's a Twitter name, or not a Twitter.
I was thinking Instagram.
Yeah, that was what I meant to say.
Well, there you go. I helped you.
I'm old. I bridged up to Instagram. You got to think, I've only been on Instagram for like a year now.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, I still use Facebook. Apparently, that makes me a boomer. I'm finding out more and more these days.
A lot of people still use Facebook. Who cares at this point?
Okay.
I don't think Facebook is ever going away. It's not going away.
It's a reaction channel. Well, I don't know Sparkles, but I will. I want to hear the shout out first. And then if it's positive, I'll go ahead and go give him a follow. And then you can take credit for that. Let's go.
Yep.
Hey bro, how's it going? I hope you keep up the music industry. I just want to say I'll just keep up what you be doing, and yeah, I don't know about reacting on your music. I do want to react to Canada. Also, if you've done the remix, it's actually really good. So I'm gonna say that like it's really good. Like, you know what? I think Nick made the right choice to pick you, and yeah, so there you go. And please, if you want to talk more, feel free. I'll see you later, Bill. See you later.
Okay, so Sparkles is outside of the U.S., I'm guessing. I do like the feel. It sounds like it's a Nick Natoli fan, maybe? Okay.
Well, he did say, I think Nick made the right choice in picking you.
Yeah. This is an LC4 knot or a good knot. This is Kelvin J. Scheme. How you doing, my friend? He's from the UK. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's check out Sparkles here real quick.
I love Scheme's comment real quick. It says, is this an LC4 night or a good night?
I actually didn't make the connection of what that meant, but yeah. Ooh,
I got it right away.
Sparkles, though, is saying that new Crypt and Joey Nato album is fire. There's a fire emoji over his head, and it says banger. I don't like that album, but I am going to subscribe to Sparkles for showing my man Kelvin some love.
There
I meant
you
this
go.
album. Is
That's
it
what
LC4 or good? It's better than LC4's album.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kelvin said he's from the UK. Sparkles is UK.
Yeah.
I
But
wasn't sure if you caught that.
But Scheme, as the vitriolic anti-MAGA fellow that you are, this might not be an album for you. But we can check it out. We got this next song coming up that's called Help Me. And if this is your first time hearing my man Kelvin J, definitely hang around, check out the track. Let's get into it. I think I called you vitriolic and anti-MAGA. kind of a joke, but not really.
Yeah, I think I'm in love, lifted. Lost in my mind, but I'm gifted. Talk on the phone, baby girl, where you listen. Yeah, I got plans, discussing my visions, big dreams. Everything in with a seam. Sometimes it come up as dingy as seems. Stretching the dollar like poking the beams. Holding me down, stitching my seams. Yeah, she one of a kind. Obey the father, accepting his mind. Serving her man, controlling her wine. Follow a leader, I'm speaking his rhymes. You gotta have trust, see I'm more than just fine. We'll lead you astray, cause I'm walking the line. Building the credit, I'm using my charm.
So I do want to say one thing interestingly. When I saw Help Meet as the name of this song, one day I'm a conservative fascist, the next day I'm an anti-MAGA liberal pussy. Y'all need to make up your I've never called you either of those things. I was joking when I called you anti-MAGA, but you are a very strong centrist, and so you move back and forth. I don't think that you would love the MAGA vibes, but you may enjoy the music. I hope you enjoy the music. Let's see. But interesting thing about this song, when I first saw the name, I saw Help Meet, and I was like, that's kind of like Help Mate. And so I was thinking that we were kind of going into the biblical charge of what you're looking for as a man when you find a wife. What up, Upstate Bandominium's vlog series? How you doing, dog? I don't know you, but welcome to the stream. And it's kind of interesting, though, when the song actually started, we kind of got into some of those help mate topics. And so, nice little touch on my initial gut reaction, I guess. It's spelled help meet biblically, KJV. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I've always read the King James Version Bible. I guess I've always, when I've interacted with the term, I've always kind of used it as help mate.
Upstate is Country Bill.
Oh, why'd you change your name? Also, where you been at? When you gonna text me, Bill?
Girl, where you listen, yeah, I got plans, discussing my visions, big dreams. Everything ain't what it seems. Sometimes I come up as dingy as seems. Stretching the dollar like pork in the beans. Holding me down, stitching my seams. Yeah, she one of a kind. Oh, be the father accepting his mind. Serving her man, controlling her wine. Follow a leader, I'm speaking his rhymes. You gotta have trust, see I'm more than just fine. We'll lead you astray cause I'm walking the line. Building the credit, I'm using my charm.
So I would say one thing that kind of hits me about this one is, and it's kind of been consistent throughout the album, I do want the vocals a touch down. I'm not even saying like drastically lowered. I just want them
just like a hair.
I just want them down.
Yeah.
Because I my biggest critique of this whole thing has been that the vocals are either with features, they're not leveled the same, but with Kelvin specifically, I just feel like Kelvin is overpowering the beats in a lot of these tracks. Building homes like physically and taping it and uploading it. I need to hit you up. Who we listen to? We checking out Kelvin J. If you haven't heard him before, you should definitely hang around for a minute. You would like it. Did you move yet?
Yeah, we out on the street again, trying to get money to eat again. Spend all my money from feeding friends. Took a few losses so we can win. Get closer to God, give you confidence. Not doing the toxic, no court defense. Not taking my kids, no long distance. You do it for fame, no prominence. Don't try to come at me with dominance. You suffering due to the consequence. You know I get money, I'm talented. I'm walking with God, got me competent. I'm working my way up to 5%. I gotta get money so you can vent. American struggle, I'm full of it. I think I'm in love. Lifted. Lost in my mind, but I'm gifted. Talk on the phone, baby girl, where you listen? Yeah, I got plans, discussing my visions, big dreams. Everything ain't what it seems. Sometimes I come up as dingy as seems. Stretching the dollar like pork in the beans. Holding me down, stitching my seams.
I just want you to say it goodnight and remind you you're beautiful. I'm not talking your outer appearances. In love with your spiritual. I like how you push me to move forward. When I get caught looking in rear view.
Did you see what Bill's saying?
Yeah, but I was, well, no, not yet. I was more caught off. I was reading, I saw that he said he was up and down back to Florida tonight, going back Wednesday. Right on. I liked Ron when I heard him earlier in the album.
Not so much here. I thought here he's still pretty good. I noticed the use of autotune, but I like the way he's using the autotune. Like, it's not taking me out of the song.
I just don't necessarily like how he hits the song.
It's not as good as the other song, sure.
I'm gonna hear it once.
I don't think it's terrible though.
I'm gonna hear it once he gets in his pocket and see, but I don't like how he came in on the track.
Me down, stitching
I
my
just call you to
seams.
say you goodnight and remind you you're beautiful. I'm not talking your outer appearances, in love with your spiritual. I like how you push.
Yeah, I think those may be just some vocal layers. Well, there's gonna be some pitch correction on here, so it's some auto tune, but yeah, definitely the reverb and the layers. But that's not what I'm talking about. I just don't like. He just kind of comes in as a. I don't have a problem with the contrast, but he comes in as a harsh contrast, I think. Bill likes it. Bill's like, I'm about it.
To move forward when I get caught looking in rear view. I'm feeling more smarter, I'm feeling way stronger. The reason is cause I be near you. I'm counting my blessings. Together we know that we shine like the moonlight. If the mood's right, iron be sharper than iron. When we having small fights, so just hold tight. After we praying together, I wake up with more life. Baby, I got you this ring. I'm nervous and wondering if it's just too tight.
I'm in love, gifted. Busting my mind, but I'm gifted. Talk on the phone, baby girl, where you listen. Yeah, I got plans, discussing my visions, big dreams. Everything ain't what it seems. Sometimes it come up as dingy as seems. Stretching a dollar like poking the beams. Holding me down, stitching my seams. I think I'm in love, gifted.
Yeah, I don't like Ron on this track. I can confidently say that kind of hurt the song for me.
You think he feels like it's a little out of place for him?
It feels out of place. Roxy says he sounds bored. Maybe that's the vibe I'm getting. It just kind of feels lazy.
Yeah, I can feel that. I see that.
Lost in my mind, but I'm gifted. Talk on the phone, baby girl, where you listen. Yeah, I got plans, discussing my visions, big dreams. Everything ain't what it seems. Sometimes it come up as dingy as seems. Stretching a dollar like poking the beams. Holding me down, stitching my seams.
Yeah, I'll say this song helped me. I did not. I enjoyed the vibe of it to start. I like the message. I like where we're talking about. I don't like this song. Like the final tone, the taste it left in my mouth is not. I'm not with it. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, for all the real underground stuff y'all play, I really like this the best. Hey, well, so Kelvin's not like super underground. Kelvin, if you know, which I know you do, Bill, Bryson Gray, Tyson James, if you go back to, did you just text me, Bill? If you go back to a lot of the MAGA rappers that you've heard us react to, Kelvin actually rolls with most of them. So, you probably honestly heard Kelvin before, but yeah, no, Kelvin's dope. He's a good dude. But yeah, I think I agree with Roxy ultimately.
What did she say?
She said there wasn't the energy to pull her in on that one, and
yeah,
I think that's what kind of hit me at the end of it.
I still think it was decently mixed and everything. It's just the energy on that one is just I don't think that was it for me either. That would be one that I would most likely skip if I'm being totally honest. And it's no cap, no shade. It's just it's just that energy. It's just like that energy that would pull me in.
I won't come back for that one. But we got White Texas coming up next. And I know Tater was excited about White Texas earlier to see what we were going with. Got to break away from the MAGA stuff and just walk with God. Santos. Bill trying to push Ron DeSantis. Let's go.
Bruh.
No, the album is God Gang, though, Bill. I mean, if you want to pick it up, definitely go check it out, shop it out. It's a dope album overall. You kind of joined on a song that I wasn't really feeling, but the album overall is really good.
Yeah, so far it's really decent. I mean, this is definitely one that I would pick up for sure.
There is, I'll say there is a strong emphasis on God throughout the album, so definitely don't. Well, even that song had a strong emphasis on God. Even though I said Kelvin's like cool with the MAGA rappers and stuff, don't get it twisted. Kelvin definitely puts God before, you know, the MAGA stuff. So
yeah.
Don't sleep from that intro. We got White Texas coming up next. Gonna cop it. Kelvin Tyler gets a percent of a penny. Well, I appreciate you shouting that out, Billy. Oh, snap. I like this change of pace we got coming right here. Let's go, though.
Let's go.
Automatically, I'm kicking back on the beach watching the breeze.
Check it out. Hey, yo, come here. My uncle taught me keep swinging for the fences, even if they find everything I do offensive. My answer to every question is trust the Lord first.
One thing I'm going to say, Kelvin, because I know you're down to travel and stuff, I would love this so much more, even if everybody was just using a USB mic. I would love this so more if there was consistency between your features on this album. If the mic quality was in place when it got mixed, because so many of these guys sound so off from what... I would not have I won't say I would not have, because I mean, yeah, it sucks working with people all over. That's the only thing is every time it hits me like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? It's just such a punch, because I know that your stuff is smooth. I know that you know how to actually mix your stuff and all that. And so when I hear one of these features coming in, and I know that they recorded and engineered their thing and then sent it in to you, I'm like, the album would be strong. If you guys were together, if they were just doing it with you,
Yeah. More studio sessions, you know what I mean, with everyone, with all your features would have gone a long way.
Yep.
My uncle taught me keep swinging for the fences, even if they find everything I do offensive. My answer to every question is trust the Lord first, cause people do you evil, now you in that court circuit, and you gotta know that God's got your back, yeah, cause otherwise what's the point of this right here? You tell me.
Look at that. Billy was asking for, you know, putting God first. Listen, right here, we're going to God first. Back to the message. I like the message of the song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back, yeah, cause otherwise what's the point of this right here? You tell me, cause I ain't buying what they try to sell me. They tell lie after lie, you maggots kill me. Get your story straight, is it mask or no mask? Vax or no vax? 2 racks or no cash? Can we open up the business yet? But we gotta start with Bezos and Gates splitting all the cash. I can't figure out a way to do battle with it when they own every single station. Yeah, Lord, please show a way for your people so we all escape. Get away from this place and this hate to better days.
I love this hook.
I do like this hook. I don't like the layers exactly where they're sitting. Again, that's a tweak that I would make, but I can look past it and say I like the hook a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice hook.
Yeah. Is that Ben that's singing the hook, Kelvin?
I do it for the better days, for better days.
In a world of simple greatness, a mind that's so complex the devil laced it. Now you're
The first verse was Ben. This one should be coming up on. Well, this one's Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin's on the hook. He says.
Oh, Kelvin's the hook. Okay, well that's the first. Your double and your lead did not perfectly overlap for me. But again, that's another aspect of what Kelvin's doing. Like, there are a lot of different times on this album that Kelvin has done some different things that I haven't heard him before. or heard him do before, and I do appreciate kind of that different look at Kelvin. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I do it for the better days, for better days.
In a world of simple greatness, a mind that's so complex, the devil laced it, now you're faceless.
See, and that's my frustration is you sound so much cleaner on the second verse than you sounded on the hook because of that overlay with those two layers not lining up as much. I didn't like the hook as much.
Yeah.
First verse mix was mixing bad, Mike. Chorus sounded professional, very contemporary Christian, which I enjoy. I didn't like the layers on it, but I mean I get you. I like the hook.
No man, a slave to the demons. Working overtime, I watch the clock tick through the seasons. I'm a slave to time. Mary on my line. I turned her down for God. Now she fiending for my time. Now she fiending in my mind.
My man attacking Catholics right here too.
Oh boy.
To the demons. Working overtime, I watch the clock tick through the seasons. I'm a slave to time. Mary on my line. I turned her down for God. Now she fiending for my time. Now she fiending in my mind. Temptations in the world. Get to know yourself may cause your mental to unfurl. Black diamonds in my plexus. A couple worn edges. Dark winter, white Texas. God's gift is ambidextrous. Righteousness is love, and yet you went and married precious. Life swamped in depression. Ever heard of perfect peace from God? Just suggesting. Yeah, I'm just suggesting. You're on a path of salvation. Keep God first. I bet you'll never see damnation.
Oh, you meant Mary Jane, not the Virgin Mary. Okay, I got you.
Oh boy. Ty, you got fact check.
Life swamped in depression. Ever heard of perfect peace from God? Just suggesting. Yeah, I'm just suggesting. You're on a path of salvation. Keep God first. I bet you'll never see damnation.
I wanna go home with freedom rings. I just wanna live life to hear you sing. I do it for the better days, better days, better days. I do it for the better days, better days.
Honestly, the layers didn't hit me as bad in this second. This is one thing through this album is we're at 227. So let me see. Hold up, I want to listen to this again. I want to listen to the first hook one more time.
Try to sell me, they tell lie after lie. You make us kill me.
He did say God's gifts are ambidextrous. Yes, I like that. I like that little twist. God's given from both hands. Come on.
We open up the business yet, but we gotta start with it. Yeah, Lord, please show a way for your people so we all escape. Get away from this place and this hate. Better days. With freedom rings, I just wanna live life to hear you sing. I do it for the better days, better days.
I actually don't have a problem with the hook. I lied the first time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I told you it's solid.
To hear you sing, I do it for the better days, better days, better days. I do it for the better days, better days, better days. I don't wanna go with freedom ring.
It actually does on the hook sound really, really, to Bill's point, sounds really contemporary Christian. It sounds like something I would expect to hear from a contemporary Christian song. And so that does sound a little bit more familiar there. It sounds a little more touching. I'm not sure why I was hearing it so off the first time. Sometimes you just got to hear something a second time. But I do like the push actually on it. I actually even like the layers as, coming in with a harmony. I feel it. And the hook is a super different aspect from Kelvin. I don't think I've ever heard Kelvin do something that kind of ventures into this realm.
He's really testing his voice on this album.
Yeah. I can hear it. I think it may be ad-libs. Yeah, you're hearing the harmony track. I mean, there are definitely layers on there. but yeah, you might be thinking about the ad lib track that's coming in. You might be thinking about the harmony that's coming on the hook. Whichever one. I mean, they're 100% layers that you're gonna hear. I like the.
Bless you.
I like the mix on them more than I thought I did the first time through.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I just wanna live to hear you sing. I do it for the better days, better days. Do it for the better days, better days. I do it for the better days, better days. Do it for the better days, better days.
Amen.
Okay, so I like White Texas. I did not like I said, I would like to hear Ben with that same verse just kind of recorded together and sent in together. Like, I would like to hear a little bit more flush on quality there.
Yeah.
That, I think, is the biggest hit that I can give that track. I do it for the better days. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Kelvin. Hey, I'm with that hook. I'm with everything that you did on that song. Like, I'm about that. I don't like the beginning of the song.
Yeah. I thought it was beautiful. Pretty decent song. I love it.
Roxy's sending me another hydrate. Kelvin's gonna shake his finger at you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm good after 2 beers.
Nah, I feel you. All right. We got one track left. We got Politics. Kelvin J featuring Ron J. Spike.
Oh, so this is not the
we listened
the other
to
Politics.
Yeah, we listened to the extended version earlier. Now we got Politics. This one is significantly shorter.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that until now.
I'm thinking too, because this one isn't actually on the track list for the album. Is this a bonus track on the album? Like, if you were to if I were to play the album, is this going to come in as a bonus track? Just curious. Or is this a Spotify only track? Do it for the better days. That hook will probably be stuck in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
How can you do a Spotify exclusive track on a whole album though?
Don't hydrate as much as Roxy trying to save up for the Among Us bottom. What? The Among Us bottom? Alright. Ben's verse needs to be on the same mic as Kelvin is using. Yeah, and the same mix. I agree.
Yeah, facts.
Alright, let's check out Politics. I'm excited actually for Billy to hear the first one, because he didn't hear the expanded version. I think it's on both. It's just without the extended. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let's go. Here you go, Billy. You'll like this one. So hold up. Are you Oh, Kelvin, you may have just caused me to unheart something. Because I said I liked the other one before, because it kind of felt like an interlude to me with that extended beat. You're telling me this one doesn't have the extended beat. So this one is just the song that I was there for. All right, just to recap, before on this song, I said that I wouldn't skip it, but I wouldn't seek it out. But I was still going to give it a heart so it would show up. This may be the song that I wanted. All right, let's go.
Better watch what you asking for. I just hope that you ready. You say put a mask on my face, 'cause the virus is deadly. Tell me, do you love being controlled? Tell me, what is you doing this for? Put a mask on my face. I said no. Put a mask on my face. I said no.
The extended version is the full song. I released the short version for those who don't want to listen to the extended beat. Okay, yeah. So this is the song I liked without the intermission instrumental. So I won't unheart the other one, but I can tell you this is what I wanted. But I get it, because back to like album arrangement and everything, Politics, the extended version, where it was at, it needed that extended beat to kind of feel like that interlude between Get Out and Kenosha Kid. And so I appreciate what happened there. I like it. Let's go.
It's not about politics. Don't care if you right or you left. I'm just trying to get this off my chest. Why they not telling us about all the deaths? Really just keep getting wealthy by telling Americans they are not healthy. They tell me they get vaccinated. If I don't comply, I know that I'm hated. I can't even hug on my grandma no more. She thinking her grandma be crazy. I tell her I follow the science, and what I be finding be shady. Do I think COVID is killing these people? The answer is maybe. But one thing I know for sure, don't need to be vaccinating these babies. Don't need to see to save me.
Hop on the plane, went for a trip. Put on your mask, look at my fit. Let's go, Brandon, look at my drip. Mag is stepping right off the ship. Gang, liberal smashing the whip. Dang, BLM looting the strip. Flame, keep the 2-way on my hip. Bang, you think about jabbing me up. Tell me, what is you saying? Helens is coming right through you. I'll meet your side and then it's the spraying. You know that we God gang. You know that we praying. Last night I was talking to Jesus. He said you don't know what you're saying.
Better watch what you asking for. I just hope that you ready. You say put a mask on my face, 'cause the virus is deadly. Tell me, do you love being controlled? Tell me, what is you doing this for? Put a mask on my face. I said no. Put a mask on my face. I said no.
Honestly, I feel like it felt more complete with the extended version. I noticed in this one it may have been shorter. I'm sure it was in the other one too. Ron kind of felt a little bit sped up at certain points. Telling me wear a mask, said no. Like it almost felt like he kind of pushed it to get the timing on. And I understand you're gonna have to with the pocket he was in, but I shouldn't feel it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like it though. That was the version of the song that I would seek out. I'm not gonna lie. Just because if I'm not listening to the full album, I'm not looking for that extended beat.
I see what you're saying.
But that's it.
Oh man,
that's the album.
I love the album. Really, overall, I love it. I'm definitely gonna go peep it out. Try to grab it off of iTunes or something.
Overall, God Gang gets a heart from me. It's a solid album. Certain aspects, my biggest critiques of the album are inconsistencies with features. That's never going to be fixed in this scenario until an engineer is a little bit more consistent with how they're mixing things together, or everybody's on the same mic using the same quality and everything.
You should, Bill. It's a fire album.
iRog Highlight just subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate you. Fantastic album though, through and through. A lot of interesting features. I am actually interested. So if I was to give my favorite song off the album, I would still go back to Gremlins, probably as being the strongest. From
that one.
From a rap perspective, that Get Out was fantastic, and like that was just a beautiful work of art. I don't, all the way from song, whatever, like that was a beautiful work of art.
I love the variety in this album. That to me, that's what makes it.
Yeah, I really liked hearing Kelvin kind of step outside of his normal bag, do some things that are out of his comfort zone, all that. And really, too, shout out to Nick Natoli. Just shout out to Nick Natoli.
I was gonna say, can you repeat that?
Just shout out to him. I like what he brought here. I like the conversation. You know, kind of Kelvin kind of keyed me in on all that. You know, appreciate that he's not a scum lord.
Tie.
And major highlight shout out to Charlie, just because Charlie is leveling up and doing things. Shout out to all the features here, honestly. I mean, everybody brought something different to their tracks. Lots of diversity, lots of different things. Truly grateful and thankful to you guys for taking the time to listen. Very kind of you, and love the feedback. I mean, 100%, man. Like you know, I'm always honest about it. Like I said, I know, you know, I've probably burnt more bridges than I've made by giving my honest opinion rather than what people want to hear. But I think more artists rock with me than non-artists. So, you know, hey, we ain't just going for pops and giggles and all that, but it was a dope album, especially as a whole project, listening beginning to end. I truly did enjoy the whole work, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you sending me a copy of it. I really like there's a lot of work in it. If you guys haven't seen the physical album, are you still selling physical copies? Because I know Billy was talking about wanting a copy of it. He might want to grab a physical copy.
I would love to get a physical copy if they're available still.
Yeah, if you still have physical copies, tell me. You can send it to me on Instagram if you have a link. Just tell me where to plug, and I'll pin it at the top of the chat and in the comments. Because this will stay up as a full album review. If you can send me a link real quick, I'll pin it at the top of the chat for anybody watching that wants to grab it. And then anybody who watches the rebroadcast can click out wherever you've got that going.
Yeah, then you can always forward it to me on Instagram.
Unless like it's a DM thing, and if you guys need to DM him, just email him. There we go. So if you guys are trying to get copies, the email address then is, I know what he is on Instagram. I don't know his email address. I'm gonna plug this. Hit him on Instagram if you're trying to get physical copies. I'm curtailing your emails. Hold up. Is it down through here?
Pardon my French. I thought I was gonna knock my tablet over.
No, you good, dog. Aha! I found his email address, actually.
Did you know?
Dang it. It popped up my thing. KelvinJStudios@gmail.com. That's super easy. No. Don't set up my Gmail through this weird pop-up thing. Alright. KelvinJStudios@gmail.com. No. I'm so old. Alright, there we go. Boom. Kelvin, what mic do you use? Billy's like, dog, I'm gonna hook you up. Billy's moving in. All right. So I've got Kelvin's email address down there. If you guys are looking for physical copies, make sure that you grab one. If you get the physical copy, don't be a dummy like I was and not actually pay attention to what's going on, because on the back, you don't have to crack the plastic seal on the back. You got this little scan code right here so that you can stream that bad boy too. So make sure that you guys go grab it, flip it over, and stream it. Don't crack this beautiful thing with a signature on the outside, kept in pristine condition and such, even though like my finger seems to have accidentally just ripped off, like the, not ripped off, but like rubbed off the top part of the J. So make sure that you guys go grab a copy either way. That's officially everything I got for you guys. And so I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope y'all are staying safe, taking care. It's an awesome album. Make sure you go grab a copy now. If you guys are watching on Twitch, we're going to be back over in Twitch in just a second. For everybody else, After Party is in the Discord. If you guys don't know where that's at, type !Discord. That'll get you a link to jump in the Discord. We'll be in the chill spot momentarily. For anybody that wants to hang out and chat for a minute, I'll be live for an extra couple of minutes over on Twitch, and then we will go have a raid. But I'll still be hanging out in the Discord if anybody wants to hang out, chat, talk, all that. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to go check out Kelvin J. His YouTube channel is down in the description of this video on YouTube. Make sure that you hit him up. I appreciate you guys. Impressive, and you still made the feature sound like they were on a cheap USB mic. But that's true. All right, I appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to remember. I think it's Control-Alt-6. Let me see. No, that was the wrong one. We made it look ugly for the first time. It's 7. We'll catch you guys next time.
Pressing the wrong buttons again.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I'm gonna mute this time.
Don't make fun of me, Kelvin. I see you. All right. Bye, YouTube. Go to twitch.tv/AlphaTyler for more.
Yather.